amanyo nsem no nkyere mu nyina haya na obenya no ma wo se na usu ye wo mapo ho obetete ya tum na fe ye ko na ye bisa questions so na manfo ate ase so back to the cocoa issue no cocoa board ye bill for the aba se cocoa no aban na be ma wonu de agu so be ma fertilizer nti ye aban dia wo na wo ye hweso nima aban no eti emra no wo ho dada se cocoa no so smogla ye tewa ye se emra no ni udi nti se new bill a cocoa board de ba no se parliament gituma se wo wakwakoye ho eye smuggling syndicate wo na wo jeje ena na wo ayi eye college hunyansa eti wo de be famako ene amanfo tipa track na ehwe anwagu cocoa bag so me kobo da isu heya na cocoa bag cocoa ayemu man hyehyehye anwa na se ye chewa ye say aban betumi de nensa ato wo japade so na sabi bia na wa bresi ufie bi ansa na unhu se cocoa smuggling ni sika wom na waya na yenchew na watoto cars nti abai chew sa na de nsa to wajapade so na oyiri nyina yetu omo de fio eti amana na ba beba nti wo yakuani na mama foto mfuturo gu wani a eno ansam na ye kan na da so gina brane ensesan ye
so you see, and it's very funny say sabre MPP fogu so womo yese womo kasa
they have to.
No, that is their job as opposition party, although again no credit no more and that is why I mean na me no problem now omo woso na dollar gina saying percentage saying I don't know the cocoa farmers our FOB no free of board price no na percentage saying said the nay 3,200 about 70% of the free of board price. Eti MPP for one time na dollar ni gina 16 to a cedi no na wo mutua cocoa farmers no mutua mo say that time na dollar ni gina wie mu no ananka wo se ko mo tam sika twitwi die kese e
de makuafo no
farmers na hina no mo de ma mo eti e
ba mo tam sika ni nyina de kosi cocoa board and then they say administration work and at the end no mu dis kan nyina mu wie ye boso mo boy e de beto cocoa man tumentua and when the critical issues e wo wa ese Ghana for tenase na omo dwon se sa aka na aban boy no ye se aban to abama na oba wini a se oba be wini a oba obetoka mfaso wo ho nso eye odia e ka wo mo burugu ho bisa se aban eye den na wotua sa aka no
enra obi send me message every one of the cocoa growing areas pa omudua cocoa time na ye kasa o chere fertilizers na hikra na beso for 1 acre and I will also send message say 1 acre farm can give 16 bags of cocoa when you do artificial pollination. I say a natural set can give 8 bags under well-maintained conditions. We apply 3 bags of 50 kg fertilizer on 1 acre farm.
3 or 4?
Yes.
Maximum 4, 5. 5 denominations.
I say I should be in the studio one day to defend the government. He's really trying for cocoa farmers.
It is a cocoa no.
Where do cocoa now?
Yes. And I know kind of so no credit because when him cocoa mount to me nkasa same way.
No.
Me cocoa for it me and no example I'm a me 10 bags.
Yes.
Me 10 bags. And I me put me kasa all the fertilizer and back 500 cra. Na me the year.
We cocoa ho adwuma your friend na your biscuit. We cocoa ho adwuma na oye.
Ese friend tutu no. Ese say your friend na your chocolate. Because we cocoa ho adwuma.
They say biscuit you to chocolate here.
Minimum pa.
Eti ono no owo sehwiwo ofie ekafim tutu but owo sehwiwo bia koku adwuma nko na oye yes obo no modi nti enu no the breakdown ne ba say there be aban this time around no NDC government ebo mumum pa sa no mo mehunu no because world market cocoa price are drop it meboa dollar drop it eti wo hwemu yie ti ase yie the NDC government is really trying. And na Randia be CEO Dima Cocoa Okasa no o se do baby a price dey say drop no na was say per bag equal 1,900 but that time no
honorable Samson he buy Okani.
Yes now one month me emeye sade ntia buy ni pesika
stabilize
and on shame Dima Cocoa farmer said dey be your price and na ho no
o betumi ntia no e kai da ho ma ba
and
MPP for so be ja ka ho
amonam etu futuregu cocoa farmer monko kasa yesisimo ye miam kon
and so we also ni abrante lawyer Kingsley Beni be ba betena se o ye lawyer ni mapa ono so cocoa kuani
yes
ne be twetwe nkomo na fe Esutifi North MP so ebeba beka yensa I say yebebo san komo no later cry but before that yebebo telephone so komo no na Shatawale ho nsensem no kwabene wo de yebo kwabene du boy
champion
masa ma me fa me for talk na no kai
all the me cry who is kwabena wo ni ade akwa ne ho yem no oye champion just say oye Cadillac oye estate developer akwa peska osaye eyo catch so say edaw e wa sorry when e be no ahwe ana ne garage no garage Shatawale koto car no and e be yi na ahwefo nyina ahwe
yes
na luxury cars nkwa
onis count
na this particular one there wọ́n sọ nípa no ko mu kunu ana ọmọ jẹ car no nti ọmọ jẹ America guy ni dem wo tia $4.7 million
or them for I think 7 years or so
yeah man 18 months
that be 18 months 82 months
82 edoso
86 wow
86
eti kwabra ma me fa me for thought mra enu ana me ne papa bi din komo na asem bia na wo kan wo yem fantu hu bi o kan asem bi na to makoma so na me se me ne mabusuan for me constituent ebeche ene anopei o say obia niji bajimifo
obia mpa na wo
ba obia mpese obewu bajimifo o say obia niji bajimifo ho ba obia mpese obewu bajimifo
ebetimi so aka ne say enye obi bi ne bodanfo a wo se ne ho anika nkonto bodanfo mo so gina dwom na mo ne se mo se wo sere
ba wo mpese
wo nua
aka ba sere asemro wo kan na etoma kuma so I was like I was pondering over that say ampa eti o ya de nipa ye oduedum na wani age ba san krofo na so eya kwa wejimi o kasa won wu bi na o make kinkreke o kasa wo dabi nti asem na wo kan na wo de ye emfanto ho na msa asem na wa kan ye nokre mate sa asem no mate ate aba mafa ne tra aba wasem a wo kasi sui ama mahu se sa asem no eya de a edimo ene sen wo ye fawo se kobokro no na kobokro no naba na wa ba beye sales e dey ama boss o kasa wo boss emfa ne ba enkam ho na monko ekwan monko twituo nko amanfo onfa na enkam
obewu
nti wo adwuma wo ye fawo ye se bra ko dia simati atem ko totobuogo amanfo chance da so e ya bebu na membu no no akwa akoye safo na betena sara be kase o wasimasi de sanote ono na wo soma wo se kototo abogu park no so no ono abesa ka kire amanfo se obrempo de sa obrempo etisa wo ko na se wo ka wo yonko ho asem a kire obi asɛ na kai hunu se nipa na wo ka no asem asɛi wo bi e de agi bibi no okwa ohwewudin ti sa nipa no sa wo ba na se wo ye bibi a odi besuma wo baby wo ho a wo kɔ na se empanyifo hia na omudi nkoma ya ma otrem bi die ntia efise wo no odu unim kasa yeso unu nsa wo horo a na unim empanyifo didi ba batuma akɔ baby asɛm a mo kanya asɛm bia si mpatwa wo de twen ye wa ha ejina ne wo ta yenti se maba obrempon obrempon me boss no obrempon na what ni aba say adan so this one why say isa asamna mfa nipa na wo ka kye no no nti wo kwa nipa kro no so ya badwen say me a ye be ka asem ya kire me eti utem bia wo bembe na no hwe ba ko mienu miensa eye ya wo se o mpacho tena nchen ye ba
se wa beka obi ho asema kye no onim se ono nso betimi de ne ho asema ko
enti na ye kasa sa wo wi ofo nsa na wa hwe wo de eti wo ko na wo ka se o sa ye se yedi ohene atema wa kwa ka kire ohene ni se yedi watema simasisi wo ye bajimifo no wo mom na wadi ohene na atema
se
enti no na bajimifo awo no obi ampe na emom no amafo ehu bajimifo a womani age but on pese obawu bi ti no pay fa so okotodwem ade bi a wo ye na wo kyena nipa na wo ka akere no ono a na bekwa akogina baabi ye bodi ana makase da bi nipa we de mempe no ai da bi na no nyedu ti no pay to a food for thought akora kofi da akora tena se de obon krata no mo nsema brɛ hola sevia heba clinic be kan for the amount say yade bi atete bi ano pay yire ho ne kopie mu wo de ane se obabo ho mode akopie mu ho kopie mu ho a wona se atata se yade ben ene de aba nam so ma wona se ise fom uti abo so kra wonte ukoduru ho a ye beboa na ya hwewo wono funu juwe bi abedema na se stroke na tete wo diabetes ene hawo ma bibi atwa okro ni nkoda kidney issues no sisi yade adaworoma hwe ne kopel ayarehwe ewo hola sevia herbal clinic ebetima abo apa asthma waduro ye wona duro tatahwe pa koko ye wo ho aduro epilepsy unu ya na wotwa no wabusuani na wotwa no wo fase no faneko menstrual disorders ne bema wa yemre wo mpem de kete eti shane nsoma me se hola sevia herbal clinic ye ba ya che yendo nso kapa eti braya so ye wa assignment ye ne access bank ene di hwe ni mo ewo assignment nto ba ho a ye behwe na ya san ya de Dr. Okrah do no pay ya bibia wonti ase bia frefra doctor 057 665 6658 057 665 6658 ofra Dr. Eno ebetwetwe enkomo ya trasa ya de obon krata no monsem ebremo about my friend Doctor so 0200-623-038. Okrah Kofi da kwatra 7 kodam komana kwa bana yankwa name. 3 arrested for possession of restricted drugs and firearm in northern region. 3 arrested. Afi na babon temi breaking ni Monday no. Video no ho. Omo na die duro ekose ka time no. Tramo. E de she ka spare time. Police for do omo ewo na lerigu. Ana savelugu hompotemo wono machi homo IGP Mranti and they say they wono maso eno ana me nam baby na me hu K9 for no na me say hey any fraud boys ye bechi bi pe K9 for no mo nkraman they say they wono ma na why careful pa Okrah Kofi da Okrah ba
ye no ya Piesie
bibia boko
oh Yehovah dum
man in blue okay
oh, yeah.
Fundamentals number 2
Piesie.
It is saying nice. Who they ye?
We are trying.
Why a friend so no pay?
Coco
won some no. Wabukusu come
but oh said na
and I Shatawali take you over.
Shatta take you over but Coco won some
taking over with the sugar guy.
Taking over. Oh said na Crawford person what they Coco some no some sort of political AEB but
na the den Coco price baby
oh but anye juma
una okasa anye juma
oh anye juma
una woka
nka seni anka wo ye won agini sinka wo beka no
abane ye fast no mama mfo chire mu ten no ahwa ono bo ekopoku no na mu chire mu no bo samsona yi ba Jerome mo e kasa Coco board boss ni kasa e na Greg fui no mu chire mu anyway eno so ye my contract num straight enkom straight
okay any Piesie me the daily graphic and be fiase ne ukuda no pay ya eye agas bosom ni that so esia ni no
onam fofo no
yo
yenkwe
na ode eye Dr. Johnson Esiama oye governor Emma Yem Bank of Ghana or the Nymphony Aba our daily graphic enim ha and was a high lending rates era over
governor to financial institutions
yo
say abobosia na nsi ho kakraka
no
amafo to me mbosa abosia ni bi
osisa bre na twem
twem
enti o se obi be bobosia bi a beje 1 Ghana bi e de akoto me niam bi 1 Ghana ma beje na obi a o se minsanfa 50 pesos nkan na no ye interest rate din kwa osisa de no enyi enti sa bre na twem ena waka kire financial institution banks ahoro wa ewo memu nyina no waka sa asem no e de
parliament recess na so finance committee no onum gusu ne institutions ahodo ehihie enti wonum so ehie BOG boss a wonum so this animal no enso ato nenim ti am sure say no kra ka ho bie ena odisa asem no ekotu dwanti minority for say gold for oil no na eye adwuma na BOG for crowd and crata batteries na eye adwuma well later ya be
gold for oil
so finance minister ka say there wasn't anything like that na yamfa gold and kwankoto oil nti emere no so a ye be chire mama etiefo me constituent no atiase
okay
yenko yanim
asem fufura na no pe daily graphic dia ba e wo kratafa etoso du ebiesa ubeka ya abese na otwe enefe na kakra ntemu ni eno mampanyin abedi ekire eko eye mfifi mantem eno ko commander titiru eno ne ahefu ne ahemi a wonwe ho eko nya enkitahudi eno de arehemu sem kama wonti wo behwe se eye commander sugar factory no abang fufura asanga be no wobetutu niema na asanga ye adwuma esanse ohini popro wo ho e de adesadi tu nanim se mebunga wo mo wo ni adwuma ye Piesie me ne wo reka say no abanga bo amane se why inaugurate IMC a wo behwe commander sugar factory no so se ne be wo be revive no
interim management committee
yo enti enu ho asem e wo kratafa so du ebiesa enti na no bo hwensem na o mampanyin abedi ekire e ko ma ahefo a wo e wo commander bottom no eno e na wo to ho na ma me ne wo reka say no e ya de se wo mo de sa interim management committee aba a wo riba betutu ne ma na commander sugar factory no asang ejina ne nank biom tunya de
omo 8 weeks to present their report
let's
say the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Agriculture and agribusiness and you know nano Dwoada na yiswaye womo na yiswaye womo no board ne nie nti wo hwe daily graphic papa na woda enim no ye Kwame Owusu Sechere Esquire lawyer ni and engineer Douglas Mensa enso eka ho bi Owura John Doku eka ho bi and Lieutenant Colonel retired George Afo eka ho bi and Owura Ransford Vani Amwa enso eka ho bi we say Commander Sugar Factory there be say 4-5 years ago Vaniamo and na waka ho nsem sa so say interim committee no ka ho bia I think say it is a good decision aban no afanti committee no present more preliminary findings and recommendations to the minister within 8 weeks and say report no kra woroma dikan apopo bia to hodada nti we ye de ne aka na kwa koso so ne ntia Nana Akufo-Addo aban bae na yes day at the management koma will be then so Commander Sugar Factory and na yiti omoka enwa kroma tewu na me fesi wa daily graphic mkrata fight so do asian page 16 no o say abang a release 100 million Ghana cedis at the ama student loan trust fund eye abakosem anuksufo achema wa confirm achim say you omobo aban abaso yo government na release sensika at the ama wo international say bibia every ejuma so far so very good enti yi ni nsema na no pay daily graphic at the aba okay yakoya ni madwa
me come ni ma me the chronicles of Okrah no na ehyasie na enimu ha no mo say no na chese Dr. Peter Boama Otukono ni fonyi eda ha no so no eno director of presidential initiative edema agriculture and agribusiness and you know one more any adwumako bi a ye frɛ mo say Fauri link limited assign ntiase apama wo mo beboa na wo mo develop digital platform ebeboa ma agriculture ho nsenkaye so etimi edi emu emu nsem eda the chronicles of Okrah ne mo ene anopay na sanso ena sro hanum say Ghana to become a digital trade hub wa Africa hanum say no nitafo ena wo mo edisa enchiremu we eto edwa ena anopay
enye ona keva woro
Nita Mark Oliver Kevo
okay so hanum say ena afenso koko obu eba ye ne minority for one more kasa hu bebibe no eno so emu nsam eda the chronicles the Okrah no emu
Thomas Partey in the lions den Marmatu nyumbi na in the lions den
Ghana you know call the boss anymore one of
the simple
part me refini den
eti sports for no ba
on
the babetrim
eti enu ne nsama na no pay edi
oba wo say wo nenete oba ne say we ripu no wasa afa ne to na between a period wa ko afa to na wasa ko biom
Piesie
yes
African players woman nai abro kwati we kama o me fa no nko wo ko fo broni udi ni yeden
a choice enko enim
adi we
a choice yeah it's enko enim a choice what you ono oye kroboni na se okase obeware ayigoni ana Ghana akra me say a choice we are sending a global village asamba na aka no
Piesie
jaisa
won hakimi
that message I saw some no dabi aki o mic no off sawo ona obeware bibini a that is your choice obisi opebroni a eye ne choice enya boni entia oma ewiase mahamra bia ado akwachewa enko enim
eno ne nsama agent how the chronicles of Okrah
what's a be the new center the new center no chim say owura chachuchi kata odi juma say manimi wo maimu no ifishe duonum intemuni
50 years
enti ne day wo be fiase na won celebrate yewura chachuchi kata enti the new center and all the about a mobile celebrate chachuchi kata's golden jubilee at the bar Ghana Bar Association enti odi husem aba e new center hanum say onya bia obetimi akokenkan na ora
jobade no ebe koso Okrah International Conference Center
and then obi fiase say na 6
okay
asemso buache hello osra say Okrah to Kumasi project no kwang no ma abang abandani ma abang modern so betu aso no waye enti enu so
yes on by then on ye
enti enu so ewo the new center ma nya bia
o by 8 years no want to me anya nkowie jo mama 4 years na o ba be ka kire ni say wonye
ena asafufa the new center dia ba me di besi wo mo chem say coca bags NPP reforms predicts party come back in 2028 and also a new center when you be back to me akinkan
o de no kwa apia ana friends
desi
ba kwa santimante mu amba for feeling pa
oh okay
boys
and it's about me kwa Ashanti regional chairman
no de no apia me sure say obeko na na ewu to be chire ho die concert bi no wo yi yanko enim asa okay ma yanko online eti online no na ensama kese na esi no yebeko na yakwakodi eho enkomo shatawale nsem no na membo echire mfama mo eno amanfo kasa se koko bo na aba na am favor kwiafo no ne kasa am favor mo individuals dey obi awo na dwen kire de but ne ekone de no anon man named by Yoko in Shatawale Lamborghini seizure 7 years in US jail over $4 million fraud. Eti abranti ebia Shatawale amanfo say oto ka free ni ho ne ade no aba be todwa say sa akwa no kra akoye fraud ewo America ama se say ya chena wo da American oda ho ya say fraud $4 million fraud then konya janka skapa eti Shatawale Lamborghini na Yoko fo akwakotam no omse nana kwabena emua awe Ghana nia sisi 86 months jail term and I was 7 US no wono ene ton ye ena nana kwabena emua ne won sensem se prekesen wodem e wo hona esa fraud ni ama na ne namwa na yaku e hona na ya shepe card aba Ghana ena FBI for yenhwehwemu no maka kire Ghana authority say wo mo yenhwehwemu bi na krono bi koso ayeku bi na car no ababe pie Ghana di Ghana for emfa car ne mra yehwedwemu a sa car no Shatawale Lamborghini no
ne no
so wuti islegon anatra sako area hode a unim sa car no tadi betwem brum etiaso se brum Yokofo Lamborghini
Yokofo
akwa na Shatawale se wono onim kwabena mu ano na kwabena edu jemfi
eno onim no
on auto car ni free ni wo
oto no 150,000 US dollars 150,000 sikanu doso say kutu
say bam
madam say it is that time no you do ma fe na unfold Yoko for there se ade wono ma charge owura eye Raymond Acha ene ne nkrofo omo na mu ase di submarine bo hu anasa yato ye to so de na ya to achew agudie mo nsembre e na aso ano pay ma menkamfo eye XYZ mega cash no emfa ema mega cash no ye bie mu ano pay Nina ne say network be you should be as we use momo na se coins kakra wo so a all you have to do and is say we be dial *426*5# *426*5# now what you should Power FM which you should Power FM we are na both figures be by free 1 copy 6 our boxes no sika da ebimo eti oyese which you should box na e be bisa wo say ye pese ye to e 5 Ghana cedis yire ho na choose box ni bi na bo omomo pin no na yento 5 Ghana cedis so 3 year we be disika 5 cedis no be to make the up to 500,000 Ghana cedis ya da NLA Caritas lottery platform no so me say *426*5# eye mega cash no that screen is on *426*5# it will buy choose Power FM na choose PlayStation no 6 options choose box bia when you choose a obenya momo prompt say ye till 5 Ghana obetumi abo more than 5 Ghana it will 20 shower na say sika na wudie no 5 times 4 eno no the obebo say will be times that amount no and I will be say 200 and I will be and say times 5,000 now call him it are pay konako Bobby *426*5# choose Power FM na choose PlayStation na call him NLA Caritas lottery platforms no so and I down pay undi 18 years I won't come home 6:59 Kojo Fosu Fandi atena se yankore yankofa gude mo nsem mfamre Kojo Fosu the Fandi
Piesie Okrah what should have time no what should have time for you say o pass wakachi nyame na wakachi mframa
nti una nyame no
and we say wakachi mframa o pass na wakachi
na sa wonye nyame me kasi we ma se me kachi mframa bibi aboko
nyame had we fantastic we come
patensem no we dey chire
sisi ade I mean sisi ade amane bill it's a me amane but bill no ye conditions e ka ho the monetary conditions no ye be chichi ma chire ti for o martin
and charges no
yeah
oh ni nyina
yeah
thank you
come area ma party
be koyenim
all right Piesie Okrah Okrah and some sagro siaboabo no se Power Money Sports ye hwe ne fa ni nyina enso efa ma e wo show no so emraso onu se e no be wuru e mo no ensemu ne akopie mu e ho Thomas the party si ade Abranted Assisem de charges say the boy ni nyina no he said penifo atwe ni nyina e dey say de ho nsem no ma ne be pie mo man Ghana so obade a ade se FIFA etimi atia to na se si the FIFA and the date ni nyina etimi ababonte FIFA World Cup qualification ye bon Blasters ye 2 games ye bon ni nyina enso e dey aba date no ababote Henry Asante Chum akasa kakra e dey fa stadium a ye be si akan no e wa na face ba no e sika start time dey ntia mo start time for omuti emitwa broadcasting rights ni nyina enso e wo nyina ekrekran a ye dey ma e wo show no mo hye no so say Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch justice ebotela the iron boy ala fe ababa wa oda memantemu eno e mebe ono so ebumachi don say producers memati say and I no permanent 7 bromedin I'm so in the praise himself F to the A and you right Fandi mama say na me for dem kokopie mu enso ewo the Blasters of Ghana are catching eba and say CRJ enche kwa say me adwo September ya and say the FIFA World Cup qualification no baso kama enso onu say Ghana edi kan ball match day 6 1 up to 6 the aboni nyina ewie they say ye ball aka format is Ghana ebetumi abo and 7 8 9 and 10 no ebetumi esi akan no ebi enso what nyame aduma September ya ana mienu ebe baso na afi de mienu na karo enso abaso on October yede ho sem no enso mana ukopie ma esi first match na be baso no Ghana any chart ana ebe bo sa game no enso ewo holme no away match Ghana ebetumi akwesa se chart for edi kan ba my Ghana last year no so me say Ghana e chiom ehwom fenfram so what the next season no na say next match ekobo no return league ayekopie mu enso ewo chart edi kwakusi akan enso ewo ho no Thursday no on the 4th
of September and a sa tournament no Barcelona for return league as also ba bia ba ye ni Mali for and a boy no on the 8th and no Monday of September na and sa match no enso ebetimi abaso kama oh my Ghana no ebekoso e the Accra Sports Stadium ho na sa match no ebetimi abalisa so ba Ghana hasi die ye sia ye stadium ba kwa na FIFA Jatris ebetimi abo category A matches no wo ho no Accra Sports Stadium and ebetimi abo category A matches nyina enso wo ho no sia de kopia Ghana ye first sia kopia Ghana and da first Okrah 15 points Comoros etosumienu Okrah 12 points and so ho na afi kopia Madagascar etosumiensa ono Okrah 7 points wo ho no ma ye den sem no enso ma wo show say the Blasters ye o say se nyame atom yetimi ewini 2 games we dia na say qualification ni there automatically will qualify and so e dia akopia US Mexico and afi Canada na bibia timi akoke ho e say ho other countries we mu ana ye hwe nim say World Cup no ebetimi akoso ho no ma ye de ho sem no so e wana FIFA ya to dwa say World Cup ye akoso say jame ya do team bia to qualify ekopia World Cup na mo hwe nim say matches do na on best team be na akopia mu Canada esanse say no Donald Trump US president no eno ma wa sha say ho no ma countries be come qualify for World Cup no say abra mo say Kromo pa de da la nya de so betimi esi kromo ti FIFA hwe ni so betimi atwen matches ni bebre na akopie mu Canada enso wo ho no ti we ene ba say Harry Asante Chum communications director at the Ghana Football Association the sema by champions say the Ghana de ye matches ni nyina ye bebo ni nyina no e bebo ni nyina for the meantime we de the Accra Sports Stadium na be si aka ni nyina wo
the moment the only approved stadium is Accra. So at least what I know is that Accra will host the game in September and October. It is quite a long process to get another venue approved. Just yesterday, CAF sent a circular to member associations that they have formed an infrastructure development unit within the competitions department. And then the processes are quite cumbersome. Very, very long process. If you want a new venue to be approved, you have to apply. They will send a license manager to Ghana to come and inspect, send reports back to CAF, and then a verdict is given. And this will take, and it's not as if it doesn't come with cost. It comes with a hefty cost. Yes. The etiquette of that CAF inspection team, you have to pay for. Accommodation, you pay. You pay the person's per diem. If there are 2, you have to pay both. Wow. You pay for internal rounds. You need to hire a vehicle for him to go around. And then all of that, and after that, you must also make some payment, and then the person submits his report to CAF. So it is quite a long process. If you want to go through that hall, it will take time. So as we speak, the Accra Sports Stadium remains the only CAF FIFA approved venue for our national team A matches.
Etiano sema Harry Asante Chum to dwa far Blasters the be si akan and so when qualifications akan e si akan and so wo honom na yemfu honom de enko semu fomu de ne ekokopie mu wo onim se beto dwa si ade se that CAF and I say the Ghana Football Association no na omoni start time for 18 komo senka last season and commercial samba be broadcasting rights no no masanso etwa ya league no enso e but na discussion dey share say na ana bibia anko na to nsuo na so mantimi anto aso enso to say mutwa sa communication na ekoso say start time for be right no no masanso twa ya league no asanso e amaisia de Henry Asante Chief communications director at the Ghana Football Association any cheche Tia Saturday no entimi anko so biem.
Started the processes of renewing the contract. The discussion stalled at some point because we gave our proposal to Star Times. They came back with a counter proposal, and so it was back and forth. Eventually, we had an agreement at some point. We were ready to sign, and then something happened. You know, because even when you are meeting Star Times, it takes time for them to consult all their your Star Times head office in China, Star Times this, Star Times that, before they come back to us. Now when they came back, the season was almost over, you know, and then they were not committed to pay upfront the amount owed us. You know, they owe us from the previous engagement. Yes. So as a result, the council took a decision to discontinue the relationship. And so we discontinued the relationship. We communicated to Star Times that we are no longer interested in the relationship, and so we started asking for the money. We forced for the money to be paid over a period. There were payment plans here and there that was discussed between the two bodies, and that also did not suffice. As we speak, we are in court. We are in court to ensure that we get our monies from Star Times.
Entiano smile asant chunje chemo de mai kama ko wie no sato to aso ano chemu so se enam eka start time for edio mo muntimi entwa entiano eka obi na mai esi akopima referees no aya de said this season no ometuotu omoka enso ewi o se start time edio omoka $1 million e also mutu amo.
I know referees who call me and say who be that. You really, as of last season, by the time we finished the league, we had only 6 weeks of arrears and we cleared it. I think what plunged us into this chaos is the start time still. Because you make projections for a season, and part of the projection is cash inflow or revenue inflow. Now, as part of the projections for the immediate past season, we knew we had some monies to get from Star Times, and then we were also hopeful of renewing the deal. Unfortunately, because of the stalemate and then that backlog of money or revenue from Star Times, it affected our finances.
Henry Asante Chum enka arawoto wie ne kokromo ano sanso ehebo ekache ye referees for say omunyina omunya abotre emo omne sanse okopiem e okafa kache da meeting so meko bia referees no edin ana omobode say omne hye to ahwenim se nyame ya to metu omoka ansakona season we ya shase.
They've not been paid fully, that I can confirm that. But the secretary, even yesterday, myself, the general secretary, the CFO, were discussing this issue. We are trying very hard to clear all outstanding debts. It's not only referees, match commissioners, venue media officers. We are trying very hard to clear all outstanding debt before the start of the season.
Henry Asante Chum enka ana yeti ne free hono ne kopiem el selfo ne kopiem el Kumasi Kemfaisa omo CEO bankroller apa de di Alhaji Karim Gusa or the Sekakra era to Janina efa also what say ade say Ghana Football Association actually koma FIFA and FIFA approve say see ade de Ghana term no yebetimi enso ade akọ nemo ose ono de ese FIFA age atu nemo Ghana for the akase enso yebeji atum na nyame atuma Congress obekọ on the 12th of August no omukọ ono Karim Gusa de obeti agina nyade so beti ase endorseket ebetimi akwesa so ba Ghana seket enye bibia osefata se ose ma no ekotetem ono de Karim Gusa obeti agina se onti ase e ma tetem ne ma so
me ba just mo say ye ndin to that is me I won't endorse it. When you say I go for government endorse it, no matter how they go to government endorse it, majority of the team, the contemporary statute, election data, NDC or NDC. And to be able to tell my NDC, will be a thing get required. But the way the cartel said, me, I like the kind of group, I mean, big contemporary. Catch over Ghana football, then only to require. Dia dah catch my Ghana football. So the idea about full minister.
Entiano Alhaji Karim Gusa bankroller Edma Kumasi Kemfaisa ese a okobe prepare abo zone 2 e division 1 league ni mukama kan de san semno e atuja fa transfer window ba kumienu bi efa entuja ukopia ukopiem dia former Bechem United for player the thing Abdul Karim no ese no sekan enso Edema Nation se ese abante no piem my Ghana nyame ya de ne anaso wa be piem Accra on Accra so for era be schedule so na ese next season no we bia koya we sekan Edema Accra Hearts of Folk na ukopiem coach Sika Connors said okopiem Kenya Premier League ne ho ele so ko sekan enso na so ko to by Achipa Edema we said upon as a training as kama already training bibia konkon ko bi mensa enso ene kopiem ho no ma ene ho ansem enso ele na okopiem Adriana FC for said one announce Dominic Frimpong Dominic Frimpong he said omo chema omo sign na ebia etimi akonka he said ono branch no si akan edema atram divisa he said okosi akan edema edwana for Dominic Frimpong and some and na house of chema he said omo appoint omo former player a Brighton the Daniel Kodie he said omo chema no assistant welfare manager Edema Okrah House of Oka on so be boy bibia tuma konkan na edwana for the to said a Brighton the William Denchi they said amount villain sign no etumi akoso said amount villain and so edi amom so no e be sia kan and so edi amom yenko yes ya fa no ne ensem no and so from mount and yakwa kopie mu e the chan tournament e koso kama and so e ho na okopie ma sei e no so etie ho endrata ana matches ni bi etimi e koso Congo etine fie ene Sudan for ekoye 1-1 and so e ho Senegal ene Nigeria no Senegal et Nigeria ebone kaba kwa Nigeria entimi ensimu adabrak and the matches ni bi ebetimi asanso akoso ukopia Burkina Faso amne Central African Republic ana airport ana mu yepe eno 2 p.m. na sa match eba so mu yepe Mauritania amonso any host nation Tanzania enso ebe poro 5 p.m. pepe na sa match no enso atoaso enso ewo ho na yenkopia mo sefu fomu de na ekọ about gara ni de show siakan enka no siakan edema asese ne contract na abawie no Thomas Tepate nepa ene yesi ade appoint entra no signing edema Arsenal boboko no 2021-22 season no abrante no ye de subo bi ebon say ade say wetimi akako repeat ema mienu case e de ball no ene say ema mienu wakako repeat omo enso ehwa na afro baba ko de wetimi ama sexual assault den se ko kan no kwan bi so na ense enfatati omne sa subo we ebo Thomas Tepate emna no wo Arsenal no ko dimu court and pay for chama ndrata on the free no ene so mo to nsa e de frɛ na Thomas Tepate ekopie mu court omo ko no ene se bisa Thomas Tepate se so cheso no de ensem no de oni mu hwe ne mo ma no enya de se oyo wo bibia sa wan repeal ba bia ana sexual assault omne to no so no enya no credit no as evidence near the idea for course no and I said quarter no take dwemu no say see Thomas Tepate ne ho son said all man people bill no dey man no conditions ogina ne bi so and all dey man bill so timi asa ne man dey Thomas Tepate obetimi afa no ho adina bibia etimi akonka he said okopiem and conditions ye gina so dey man no miensa say eleti omo chema omo say emma miensa na omo di case no eto ne so no emu chema say Thomas Tepate ense so ne sa man no enya so so bia enya so no ense so ne omo di nkomo so fitikoti eba na say man free na for ba onto fa baby fufu na say be chikran go shene dem ansa man twemu an wo pie awa bese akọ ense so ne man krampo ebonsa ho kra ne omo di nkomo enye sa na sem no ye be san so arezi ebi ana afi so chema on fa ne address bibi bia be ko be say bia ote eye osuhasi ya na se of 12 osua akotene mu ewe bia East Legona o se Thomas Tepate eden address no ekoma police was say sia ne de me 12 osu me kotene mu ewo East Legon Hills nti sia mo hwe me a eho ena mo onhwe se oni police so ebedi sa so ana afi enam na juma oye football obono enu nti obetutu kwa me international duty bi obekọ bia no o se no so okokopo a police for amane say hasi ana me ko yesa na wane dia eni nyina ne to ne nsem no to betwa atodin enso ediama Thomas Tepate say dem pedifo chema bill no yetimi ediama Thomas Tepate enso we said abante no ekopiem Spain or come back to Spain Villarreal and wakosi akan 2 years contract and was signing enso ediama Villarreal boboko no enso ho no na to aswa say no so etie ho no ukopia Real Madrid for abante ba quality Gonzalo Gracias no si ade pa and said abante no ekosi akan asa abante be ko so esi akan Real Madrid no se be todwa sanka abante ne ko loan na say ne ko team ni person to no permanent si ade coach Xavi Alonso ebe tuja so say abante the model konkan ye pa club world cup nim enti ade say Gonzalo Gracias there obesi akan ko so at na Real Madrid no we si akan and so etama Real Madrid hona say Chelsea the Blues and so ebe tuja say abante the Eddie William Estova said omo chema abante no omo sign ne kama on vele no and so ede Chelsea fans ni say abante no ebe si akan ede Brazil ni this year o si akan ede Palmeiras said obi si akan ede ma Chelsea 1 year contract and with me sign here enso ho na afo kopia abrante di Wilfred Ndidi he say abrante no ene Basitas for 18 kama ka de no almost done referee ebo kwa de Leicester City no akusia kan enso ete amom ho na me atuma in the next hours no bibia betumi akonkan say Wilfred Ndidi be free Leicester City akusia kan e de ama Basitas enso ho na Manchester United for and so at our Twitter HM say the appointed the Benjamin Sesko no Omashedi man say one shot Branton ebetime to so say the proposal for Okrah and omoye ediama Branton no and so and check one shot na Benjamin Sesko ekosia kan we so betime aso be Newcastle for na ekosia kan and so ediama Manchester United na Torino and Napoli for so tin come agreement no etimi apawie edema plan din ed Giovanni omuchema omni Branton tin club to club agreement no etimi akọ ama said 8 million euros and so metimi assign and so ediama Brighton Chekroko Sakai and so ediama Napolia ya ho sem no and so edi emantiam ne ko ye hwe ne faguro mu se boapoano se power morning sports ye fa nyina NC e wa asena joba so dwumedie no and to also and for my once again shedding song say Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch arafi justice better the young boy and afa baba ba ko da me mantemu e no e mepel omo bomachidom say producers me metina say and I no permanent 7 Abramedin I'm just the prince himself F to the A and to Y for the Waba ye ba joba so dwumedie no e to aso
Missy Menano, a group passa, and the bravo Tibet na my premayo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye diagro, na yes, do maybe crana, me bano timide, or be gumi so weekend. Hey, remember, hey, I don't think I'm catcher say, yam medi garlic capsules. Tosun na, a bit sukama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Moses garlic capsules. What Mamoja didn't put the animal a few sunny ye. Now, is this year or Barney Berryman, Mahona Warding? We be a baby at all among you pharmacy store trial 050 349 4885. A doy, and your mama fra and yen fear doing. A pen for any a man for. Moses, who me how FDA I take your drink craft to you at two.
Since we be there and we be there for Okrah. I will say I never and I have all. You never know your Okrah. We get sent to and get to brain. When we come from long age when you Ghana and come out. I'm quite another puma. The baby be good as some young and all your sisters on Sabania. I will say I look for the puma. Our line age when you Ghana. Doctor, you are door on the grass. Who from us from Okrah and I show you for no amount. I was just over the people who are saying, yes, and now we are ready to say syphilis, gonorrhea, candidiasis, the other one who are in here from the vital. You are probably everyone who are saying, I was young, we are Bema, we must make him out, we need to make him out, and you know more careful now. Long night clinic, Zebra, not that we go and all now, Master said, Mama. So this is your bar, and that's how I look for the Babu movie. Watch my bread. But if you know our long age from the Ghana, now we take the first thing I will feel.
And the four motion in the soul for Piesie. A better trade in the Yahoo. Alan and Daho. Madame for the band in Chile, we introduce you lineage to the Ghana man. Then 2 on the morning. The coil in the motion, everyone in the group. And let the heart come to wow, the leaders was. You can feel like in the Ghana mouse, you should turn a mobile.
Nabila Wayarsa. Assalamu alaikum. Na zo don ga asibiti ne amma ciwon da na zo da shi na ga an tinti na samu sauki. Bisa duk wanda zai zo musulmi duka da yi kokari ya zo nan wannan asibitin ga daɗi samu sauki da saukin kuma kuɗi ba wani caji. Insha Allah da samu sauki. Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Maxwell Aziz Mensa. I'm the founder and senior doctor of Language Clinic Ghana. Our mission is to provide you with exceptional herbal medicine treatment and holistic healthcare to all our patients. With our team of dedicated staff and innovative treatment, we are here to support you to becoming a healthier you. Thank you for trusting Language Clinic Ghana. Language Clinic Ghana, your number one healthcare expert.
Oh, Miss Entry, also, I read Titi be very feepy now so the Yamun Yonoda. Semi so no who draw Mata Minushia, a young mama.
Meaning, say, what also time for Haxa capsules, any Haxa mixture, Yanum Kutia or Sanubia Mano Anum, and can want another dada, also Drodi, and one Haxa capsules, any Haxa mixture, and come also a kura, a toy funo, any and Sulumu, it's now a yefuno ekikawa, what you want any, also it to me, and my way checkle, a bear ready the every. Somehow I also there, compare Haxa capsules, any Haxa mixture, Nanum Bum, now what other talk.
Predivia Tua, Ko Okanshi Drug Lane, Kumasi Dani Hebal, Takra the AM Mensa, Anafre 020-3822-855. Appeal for about Tanya Wama on more phone for, and then the flower when you feed you know and come home. Haxa capsules, and in the mixture.
Also time for again, as a gradient cratry at
should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596-273-546 or 0596-273-547. This advert is FDA approved.
Ebushafo yamamunyina chema makwaba biom edeba Dwoaboase jumedie so Power 97.9 FM TVXYZ yama makwaba sabehwe wobra na boss ma eduonunum aboapa eye nonso ho 25 after 7 back to back in samano ya de bra yatena si oman mu ha ntemu no ni nyina ewa ha eno a ena obrempon anana nyenwa Monday no ena yetena se a ye ka lorry fair ho asem Mahuse transport unions ni be the statement about no akra me say wo dia two way no yenkom na sesi a yenko twetwe enkomo public transport fares across Ghana ye pese ye tum to 20% effective 8 August 2025 na statement here by ye monfa statement to screen so enfa mame transport operators ni bi kire mo say aban ede eye levy aba eye 1 Ghana cedis aye de boa amana na kufu ado aban e ka woja wo energy sector ho no yese Ghana fo ye to abama wa te se ne mpanyifo kan no ye dijawa na de asoa wo eti se ye dijawo na se ye de asoa wo de ye to abama wo na wo kwa abankesie mu a aban dada ne kabia wabobia eye woka kwaya obefa so amasa aka ne free no eyade say Ghana form fa ho the omofan one say we gave you the mandate and you are supposed to deliver eti won ba no energy sector na e ka da ho pa nya asem ketwa ena mampanyin si no ti se ne IMF nsensema bai IMF na nam no wono ankasa de na sasa duro nam eti se ne wakwakodware tromo no se wakodware wakwakokum tromo no ese wakodware asasa duro eti IMF no Ghana akwakokum tromo nti omukura asasa duro de ba say mfandware na asasa duro no ya won sunsuanso ebi ni se nkane ebo yebetum eti wo motena se calculation no ne se ya pese etu ya kana na kan firon kakran first obete ya se asoglefo se ye etu ya plant na akufo ado abreso esiye okay say na John Dramani Mahama bae wo mo share IPPs in the wee hours of John Mahama administration okay chief of staff and a chair sa meeting
yes
Neja sa meeting ne bae ne say your American companies are wo mo te an maye nyina monkane because yen tumi ntina akoso mu no nko aso so dem cho
they say Ghana nyina
asren akoso mu
okay
ama se atema plants ahodo wo mo de aba private entities nso obi a wo mo so ema generate power edema Ghana aban na wo mo generate no nya Ghana aban na ho wo mo fe wo mo ton de ama Ghana aban asam ne fare ban nyina anie etitama wo mo de power ma ECG na grid code ama ECG to wana waboka wana kan company ba kukura
81 different accounts
it is anya mana ekoso no enam so ema ka be mene Ghana aban dara na kufu ado ne nkrofo no tactics ana wo mo fa so nie sa wodi o mo kan na se o ka se wo ma mo power ema yem fa generate ma Ghana fo nyankane wo mu fia na o mo se an wo ya ye betu adwumanum ye betu adwumanum ena obi a ye frɛ no aye bi da enye ni tipe ne de bi ye wo ye bi da mo mahu
ana ye me hwɛ
so aban na ye bi da ya tutu radio stations mu wo kroma ama manfo hu
yeah
eti sawo na aban na je wo power de ma ECG aton aboka nti wo na se ye tua o ka after say ye de power na ama Ghana fo ama ma use wi atua bills no ye sisika na nso
yeah
nti na kada ho over 2.4 billion na sa ka ya aban ne ba ye beto ya IPPs ne say ye say ye dan aban ka omo say won baba beto adwumam eti aban we ba ye no na ye very embarrassing say entities be to say US aban wono mo ena musifo bi wo kroma wo mu kromfo ni bi wo ha wono ma ba biebie sa nwuma ni bia ma ye nyinama woden afei finance minister ko World Bank meeting na ye tata no say yentumi emwa mo ewo musika sem ntoto bie mu anase mo nyina ma hoɔden ho nsɛm bie mu firi sɛ ye kromfo a wono mo ye adwuma Ghana wo mo no anyina mo nkane ama mo no musibu ntua mo ka eti finance minister esi enye ye nea eya ban fofo na abafe na ye toto niema so the finance minister had to force one energy ministry e ka bo mu etoto niema na se wo mu pull strings be pesca ekotua eti na se wotu wona ye ndumo kanea baby a efiri eno no ye tue se sika no ena aban ne se ye baby a ye koyi sika no ye ntumi nyi sika mfiri sa anya sa a certain sector so be collapse eti Ghana for ye ka ye senka ye tunka ne abo mu 58% una only mass so obitua 100 Ghana bosome bia na say ye tu kane mu 58% e be say
say or the 50 something 58 cities in the back count 158 there about here
sana ye ka say won be ye no na finance minister eni ye John Mahama eni energy minister ye John Jirapo motena so no so no e ba ne sa Ghana households no ye be den wo mo enu tina sa levy ya ba ya 1 cedi ya ba kwabena ko statement no
ye ready your friend is saying Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council form statement omodi aba I say press release adjustment in public transport fares effective Friday 8 August 2025 was in line with the administrative arrangement of public transport fares. The road transport operators have increased public transport fares by 20% to accommodate one for the non-corresponding reduction in spare parts, goods and services after the reduction of the transport fares by 15% on 21st of May 2025. 2. To accommodate for the increase in operational cost and after introduction of 1 Ghana cedi per litre levy, either about 8% increase in fuel cost. 3. To accommodate for the increase in maintenance cost as a result of the deplorable roads across the country. The new fares take effect from Friday 8 August 2025. The fares cover the following types of road transport operations. 1 year shared taxis, 2 year intracity, which is the trotro, 3 year intercity long distance. Now for a year haulage. Yes.
It is taxi na and na bonte na elodu osu na nyina akwa kotrim na ba.
Yeah.
And na trotro kanes odoko ama sama poku ase ye ko eno no wonuma ba betum na mame nkonkohwe e head ni biom Ghana Road Transport Operators na we Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council
GRTCC
na se wonum na eye transport operators ni nyina ehye wo mo se wanamba
there be some ye different transport to your friend let's say GPR chief also ho your GPR chief also ho it's almost a different entity from the GPR chief
and it's na wo mo nyina ntumi nko ben kromu na wonum ntumma na se wo mo nyina ntumi nko ben kromu ente so
any problem ho
ya wo ha
they say private transport union so cried bed doors make confusions or make create the various stations e wo Ghana ha no uru Madina pro tour one day and then the different transport unions maybe 7 or 6 say 8 kura anu wo mu nyina akọ eti nkokọ kasi ya na nkokọ kasi ya na nkokọ kasi ya na nkokọ kasi because obia eye na djuma eti sanka wo mu nyina ekọ akọhye baby ti say GPR chief fo ase na wo mu nyina ya anka ebema communication na very simple and direct.
Okay, so I sign krata no Alaji Tanku wono ena woye panyi a woye acting national chairman de Masa Kui. Okay. Yare no ebekasa ena no pe na Emmanuel Ohine ye boa general secretary de Masa Kui a wono ma copy Ministry of Transport and all media house.
Now, please let's look at their reasons for this increment. Yeah, member from Kakrana Fe. Yen touch on reasons.
I'm saying spare parts, no.
Yes.
Yen so.
Okay.
I'm saying spare parts, no. But master on
the reasons, no bacho.
It was say for the non-corresponding reduction in spare parts, goods and services after the reduction of transport fares by 15% on 21st March 2025.
Okay, yeah, find one by one. It's when was almost spare parts, no. Yeah, so after say I buy any of my years, now one more say, or my sent you are 15%, and the general public. I mean, Tina, one more year, we know. One say, on my residence, or my 2 years, and also fuel in him.
Number 1, number 2, to accommodate for the increase of operational costs after the introduction of
1 Ghana cedi per litre
levy. Per litre levy, no.
Thank you.
That's about 8% increase in fuel cost.
Maybe some say time one. Now 1 Ghana cedi levy be Okrah now so December. Now a litre of petrol yes, I maybe say driver for December. Now a litre of diesel saying. Well, but no more coffee on my car. You see, these people, one, Mate and Sembebre, they are far, but me person, you know, yeah, address the Sagana for this GRTCC for Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council for. See, they are not being fair to Ghanaians, and that is where many problem were. If it's a share 1 cedi levy, the NDC, and they are to every litre, your friend is saying, a fuel sooner. But I call in the right direction. Say they now will boss on the energy sector jato. Nan yankopon yadom crude no eswate ewo a gama so abenya tiase timi ate so 1 Ghana cedi a wode ato so no still endu a litre of petrol price ade eton even December and January before asan ye di 2 million ba say excellency John Dramani Mahamansa omanyi energy sector quantity my excellency John Dramani Mahama emra na was so appointing the ministers first 3 ministers obomudin anam babwe the energy minister John Abdullah Jinapo yedika yi no ye the finance minister Dr. Kasela Toba Forsen ana fe ye attorney general Dr. Dominic ayine because na ye hear say the finance minister begin to yentem because that time ani yakasa so many emergency fuel kura after more my Ghana mo anka dan wa ye dey to me say Excellency John Dramani Mahama sa on the 7th from January no anka sumbedu mo my Ghana nyina
say sa dan on John Jinapo interview or joya or cash say petrol anase fuel power thermal plant and I kwaya ye be fa so e dey generate power no fuel no I can say 2.5 days
yes.
And that was a big story.
I didn't see that. Time my Excellency John Dramani Mahama free so 2016-2017. Not 6 months of fuel I bet him their power a thermal plant. I mean young Kenya ne beside BP Nibia. Now not that cook for resource I say 2.5 days. 2 days, 2.5 days. And another dank of jai. And tonight was saying His Excellency bomb yes I say in term or the energy minister ba or the finance no boy baby bet him yes can me ya. Niyetim yenye fang wa ye di be good thermal plant na Ghana for said the na MPP for planning so munim ye to abani here on the 7th of way Mahama wi ni awie me yen craft well be amabio and ye for dum so embusu target John Mahama na ye abai so ken na okay say time ye wa John Mahama ye shine wi na enkanya ni dundu yes say ye ka kire say moto abama dum so na sa babim it was all their plan and ye deliberate ye ka say amanyon sema eyade ayeye de nokreka eye e dey abot mamufo so if you are dishonest you have no business coming into politics it are try ye amana kwakwa it say dishonesty about the order of the day we are normalizing it and we make sure no yes we are omanyoni o MPP mu o NDC mu sabafo for bana ko opposition you have to be constructive in your criticism yes and you have to say sakoko asemi and I will come there later moko ko shake your phobia chi mama be so anka say mumutumi tua over 5,000 and mako for because the interest rate no dollar no dollar no was yes and then today what tiny and I was saying phobia chi say abai no mama ni pressure yet you know say and inflation abafo and you see kana the man at that time no you could have worked to double up send e be ya any inflation na be fa na timamu ni ko to ade na board den kra when you skaka kra dey ato but any inflation na ba from na mo she bi machi and the same thing mo ko transition FOB price as see abai ne dey ama cocoa farmers no percentage no 70% so mo calculate ana meboa they see cocoa price abai ne dey ma we and before me kan check Ghana for nyina as at their time $1 ni gina 16 Ghana cedi to the city no wo mo kan check Ghana for FOB free on board price or the milk for what was the percentage? Let's do that calculation.
They will come there last year the union say 63%. Eti yeba air transport first no so
yes
nam pese me kire say aban no akufo do aban
yes
aban bia free aban mu a wo me transition ye handing over note wo man twere ngumu say ye fuel air santi aban no enye bibi enfam and then wo man yi wo mani one na energy minister at that time
energy me say crapper mo ko share whole later crapper abet crapper ono na me say ye kwa wi no na twetwere ne bo yeah
na mo sheda samum pejo maama semunti mama fu ani nyina sa feina John Jinapo no nyese system no onimu na wa ye adwuma ho da na tia na so say yo ade no
this is the danger
zone yeah fuel no day o say wetin be the action ye kire ni mu then oye interview no say nkofo tu ra da na ye so yin jo mama in no so na we John Jinapo na akwa style bio
no bia ni one na ye ne de the finance minister
Ghana for nyina ani agye so na pressure
na pressure gumpany for ni chemu no e na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama we ka say Ghana aye crime scene
yes exactly
because anyema na fe e dead yi chiro no transition note na nim but afe o ma ba be mo wie and anyema but opani no nyensem bia no betimi aka enti de no betimi describe Ghana and say under the MPP no Ghana aye crime scene na
hello babonte on ba be kasa enya no kwajo mama epeso nti mo kono e kasa na muja ho ma
yes
muja sika over 2.4 billion
yes
at the energy sector ho ama se Ghana aban eko US aban mo panyimfo hia Ghana aban panyimfo bia na o mo tretere o mo se yeni mo bia de boamo efise mo de ye nkrofo ka muntua o mo de se atofo se fa ha mo de ye ka muntua o fa ti se ne atofo se na ko fa ka de bae no na yeti kroma na ene abaya wonim di wonda sumi yeso Ghana for no one city no yati fuel so me baya betu fuel be say 16 or say 15
yes
yata so manaba ebia ba be do 10.11 yamba Ghana ni bia ntua one city en kakran na yemfatu say sika no se na be ye nkane
e ka MPP fo abato ho no omo ye Ghana fo nyina moa se be ye na ye kan ye be gina so de oye hairdresser ho beto no de oye baba ho beto no cost of ho beto wom omo nam ense in fridge enti se ye koto fuel na nyame adom price na ba fom enti no Ghana fo ni bia moa na elite bia elite na ekodu 20 Ghana cedis under the MPP no and a liter of petrol you're saying a liter of diesel you're saying
it's me Ghana I don't want to take sides but they are not being fair to send now
yes
you take petrol so money back from saying omote so 15%
yes 15% most of them about 90% are reducing 15%
stations they see now because from Kumasi to Accra na can be omana can je na 100
yes yes
it is out to 15%. I say
85 cedis yes
85 na say
omo job 1995 80% no way
na mo akwa am say twa mo ho ba be kase
they did
eneyi spare parts front wo mo bo so nti mo ba be tuma mo anka say mo tumo 10% improve
yes
petrol free 16% but 12 that is 4 cedis much to 15 esa court akwa do say 30 no that was a goil 12.99 or something and I say shell me nyan check here but and na me hobby na mo say mo ba betum say 20% how aden
and na say Piesie anra me jebre Madina station me shede ugwa ho ekoye me hwehwe mu ho ehia GPRT impenifo ni bi na omo ticket to am na bi ho kra na omo ka oge new stamp omo bono ka ye 45 no omo bono 48 but the one o see GPRT impenifo ni bi fair catch omo say wo mo hwe ana omo afa new price bi ama bonten efi say enya de a wo mato ayimu e the ticket na omo stamping na me de mani ko hui and one more church in same baby. So then I will go back to the transport minister. I say what tina na juma no so.
Order.
What tina na juma no so. Because implementation of the 15% reduction of transport fuels, transport fares. I want my Ghana mu ano. On hwe na nya juma ye. The transport minister won try and then Jumaye and come on the GPR to be the various transport unions this so one month and so one more in the first place and then Ghana Road Transport a year coordinating council for mobile 2 more the 20% increment in ever
mona man said
so more month so 50%
more month so 50%
yes
after mo percent mo sa 20%
increment 20% ever me na ka say cars ni bebre ho so wotirem ni wani nya dia the new first this GRTCC wo mo dia ba no wa hwe yo mbejo ana de ya ka bi wo ho police ni bi ti mo nim obomodia mo kodu ba bi o mo kodu obi agi ni sika fi driver ni ho back no se say 2 empty fa ko o transport fare ye je wa na ye sen ade na wo je surprise we si obi a for bi an sika ma no police ni hwei na driver ni tua car no I can make me post but me be me stretching baby so say GPI for to ayimu afa mu a kwaku wo mo fa ye fa trotro ni ade no wo bo so ma ye o paper so GPRT gu so anani transport union kwa no driver ni join egu so no wa che new first ti ye che old fare wa na ye the new fare abahadum no wa mu ni ebetia be pe mo ne they have started taking new fares in transport trotro wo breko paper bi ani wo wo mu ni ba bi asa fares ni fi Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council for the Omodi Abe Okrah almost in Friday if you are there no measure say so the new fare they are taking where is it from adenti no Omodi say new fares na ba because omunyina so wo mo keka no say yente spare pass so ye na 2024 December na liter of 4 was 16 Ghana cedi no na wo kwa boso kan na spare pass ni ateso ana
yente na I think say we na is a trade ministry and a transport ministry na kabom na national security for so fato wo mo so because na enti Ghana for to abama ye John Dramani Mahama ne say na wo say o man no mo ayden. It is a necessary nam na transport fare na etua wona na kufu ado abreso ehwa na nkrofo we pese yesan akodu a ebesa de ahokyera ba even though okwa market a wo say prices air drop kaka it ade tire yeti kroma na yentube ma spare parts bo enko form wa jama fo ya na motena tena mo spare parts for no ebi ma yo mo te say titi wo mo pese wo mo ebetete eye ne ma ne so eti no ai saade no ema Ghana for enso so ade tire ne de mo kwa akote so mo kwa akotum ma me ko awoma ne so mra na me ni owura basimoro etwetwe nkomo PRO edema Ghana Private Road and Transport Union of Trade Union Congress yewura Abbas Imoro Sauti enka Power FM Suni TV XYZ ya wachen e ma kwa ba bibi aboko de ya da nyame ase na me bisa se Ghana public transport first eba be kosuri Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council the statement aba womo statement womo de aba ni nyina enese petrol no ya de 1 cedi levy bi aba beto so eno ntino womo ba betu lorry fares mo ena fe so womo chemo say cost of maintenance akosoro ena spare parts nso no wono mo entity so 20%. Me pato sa ko we munimo mo
the eba fonten no yen kan and yen praying for the see akoma o ti akoma eba fonten nke munya beta kakra
ena me bisare se sa ko no munimo mo ana
oze
munimo mo ana
me say PRTCC omo release about in the account the news the best phone back transfer the
na mo GPRT for so mo hu say spare parts ne bo akofoma amoso mo ni minister edi ensawoso ana
me say the best part on the and I timonya for
eti ene se confusion bi si a ekwa be so na mo handle no anope wa bra amanfo ekọ adwuma because ebi wan start cry
na say mra wo man no mu enti ebe den na confusion best ebe kasa
emma ewo oman yi mu de nanso no ebi wan start GGB because na no juade efi kofodua ekra ba GPRT for bia ewo ho atu fair by am say 5 cedis or so I want more extra tickets
yen ba ponte da be na what is there ya ba ponte abeka ana the communicate about ponte you have to learn
I understand sir mon fast statement bia ma abonte for now but mon crofo ni bia fa kuntura say eye open problem mo
I know they are Madina and I'm the call GPRT station
na but okay eti me nia obrempo ofie ha menene na eye dwumadie no na ono edi nani hu bi e wa Madina na Koforidua or question ma
eti no ena de ya me call Madina no na GPRTU mo station ho na oma bo stamp fofora ka se Koforidua no de age 45 no aye 48 but echi omo ka kire me say call a free mpenifo wa ba say monto transport fares mu enti omunya but other private transport operators omo de na omo hyase a omo je new fares no eni ti na ebi za zenze mi
once I want to say to me omo musa ama ya so aju enye yes oh
okay eti enim say enye but monkrofo ni bi ye bi dey mechanism na mo dey atro e dey monitor sa dey no say na be ya wo mu sisi Ghana for
masa mpacho ma America kra
Okay, but I say, but that doesn't stop the confusion that Echo saw Trotro stations. Where about Simoro, GPRTU, PRO, opening, as I can say, there area, we will come back to you at Naya Saba Beshe, and Yama Echo saw a horse. So it's Quabra and no, but and in all this, no. The statement one point or the statement no about say Obama the statement about commercial transport operators disregard transport fare increment one say Ghana for no crese omu tumiti Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council womubo almost need to go away commercial transport operators Asunaba Nana Wedu acting chairman commercial transport operators and ya berima true drivers union no me nra krata na eba ya mamenko ya berima hona ya twetwe nkomo ya berima mache yawe
hello
mache o yawo
me joso
yeah
what kasa for the phone to say my head that China is one number one.
Yeah, very much. I know pay that's what they wanyamre ediamaye. No krata bi babonte free commercial transport operators. Won such a krata na sena sona bana na redu and sasha na mo say disregard transport fare increment. Amuche mo say Mema Ghana Nibia entua any incremental eba a free Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council. Now must say official announcement be any ho advisory armored by most commuters should continue to pay existing fares until further notice. Report any unauthorized fare increase to the authorities. Authorities buying and I'm more expected say a chimo being sergeant fare in who can soldier what they are seven beko.
Yo, Babanasi, Nigeria, we were chief for what for. Maybe as the case in the day can be a bit. But the woman I say, I know for now, no. There may be also say, I think, for a cost through a mayor to my death theater. And they should be a so every making side decision, you know. A new one. Get me a more but never back whom you know and so. You know, we are the almost a moon, no, and yet. And baby, you bet you know, you had better take it side decision. Yes, you almost one Ghana city, no. I say, yeah, they make difference. Yes, you are true, and you are true. Then so a new 10%, you know. You are true, are there 30s. You are the one city a bar, but also how many you move, you know, every and I never that be a me. Oh, yes, so. Every 10% ya ada say ya dete so ana say ya tum enu ndi attract ho ye na ma bo akwaya asai so enu je na mo ya de but what it so last week you know ya ba be din komo fa ho akwaya asai ema ya kwa ya de warning kase ma road minister say kasalo ya do so ye hu ni say wa say warranty boot a say helmet e gina kwanten so a all my directives are yeah, quite no. And in this uncle, you know, I said, car boy, quite into the two car more. Yes, you always have some baby.
Debbie.
Who calls some public to have been?
Debbie.
I'll be on Lucy call a year Priscilla. From Bogo so, Echo Priscilla. I think thank you for one better 200 Ghana cities. Anything won't be fine yet. I so we are alpha aquadum, ecophobia. Takwana so on the power. Anything over canista. No, I never say, my no, so I don't be an pedia crumuno. Young man, the amount of the body to that. Now I see a fine no dear mind near me. I they do be almost a spare possible. I don't say no we are there. Then we keep more than at the modern say, what's true? $1 city rate and I'm yato spare possible. And then you're in charge of 15 to 17 Ghana city dollar. No, for what you have here, young $4, yes, any more grassy. You can't answer me, you know, no more than spare possible. And go over catch and say, and no man who find a band of Ghana peso. Any key, the more 60 to 90 days. On my clear, sir, and your man. Yes, but 60 to 90 days in a mile.
60 days, need this, I read the Abba.
No, cannot be road, catch them and say. See, I've been out shot. Yana Namu be here, Omuka to the 2 Rollins in the NDC solo because don't until your map walk so what is a case as an so. And do go share by the Subai surgery to Rollins. No, so Katim Marteswa. Also on the Watem. And I'm a bundle of girls and I can't tell you. And in Tia say any more. Any trade minister say, Mammy, if I chose. And to the apostle, was say, or dear, now we are for I'm not your wife high. Now come away near the two a year transport minister, say. The trade minister and my Muaya, over cabinet here, over 2 cabinet here, no man paying to be said, and Mano Yakauni. Nana more, or when you have to a phone one way, why, you know. Yes, say two. Who could minister yourself so I can't say. Nana Cranchadum, the minister, so no man paying up our Yamame, a year doctors, Medina Cano. I can't run into him more. They're not describing the answer. But I'm not a birthday. So I will be a nature. If you are come on, love. I can answer me.
Doctors are photo. Doctors are photo.
Aha, only knows no one of myself, talking to the other. And your mamma, any deputy. Ah, Yakawatu, and they say, young Tanzanian ministry, or your mamma, Kwaba. They are some Kakakana, the 2 and the Brana, why busy, sir, you're not confirming the deputy, no. Then you are near their 2 papers, so no, they are common penning him. They are free more bano. Now, you know, actually, baby, a society board, all of the fun. And then the cabin say more, I think come up for you.
Oh, Ghana for the Abis, I didn't tell Munina, Kana Muchi, Kwamba Koso, and Amonam. Na a banner, a air transport first, waging a Hana, waging a Hamunina, Munko Ben Krumi.
Oh, sir, I look for a crown of a bomba for Enzo Diana. Yes, sir. I know Pawa, over your terminal Okrah. Station, no, and the Biana de Waji, oh, what some winning, sir, the VIP, and we are not committed, and we are not two drivers in the project. We are aware.
Miss Winnie, I'm a top
then you know, top at you call. And not the independent brand and Pacho, me, I'm in the PhD, at TVSYZ. Now, you are going to advert in Ra, me and more, larger the 4 meter. Let me say, more price was so. Let me the co-planter there. Who will say, be I sure you will be a phone call. Piesie Okrah, and I told Momuti will be answered. And also, let me so can I say, a year more belong to a year TTC, you know, a quarter 9 or Maca boom. More to Mukas Kaboom, and car. 2 drivers, you know, now commit and now concern for M. Fago. You try to inform Fago. Let's go, say, Yanina, Abra, Musa, Martin, and you always know. But I thought you try to back out and almost a minimum, maybe what
I mean, Abbas Imo Casas here, free swan obey.
And he said, ya can't use so cool with you. Now, I'm taking your power FM, TV was there. No news ben a car, another. I take a decision, not GPRT with Nimo. I just had decision, we're gonna for answering. I know what, and she said, you know, the better, almost said, Yamia, do more. It's not a trunk, but oh, you have to come, I'm period 8 times harder. The one I walk back when and the father do call the father do and not so no. You have to come here, I say. Now, it's 3 TV as I say, I call young funny, sir, 37, 30 years, you say, but I say the edge. But I understand the other way, the moment about our come here and tell you.
Woman, let's touch it. It's your queen, idea, and I'm all ye, Abbas, Imo, say, and Chelmo, and then one of the statement about one month's decision about Sanya Maniamawi. But
the can say, for now, maybe, as a power. As a killing, you're not passenger to say, where the as you're not borrowing words, passenger to answer. You're the ministry in traffic. Now, I quite want to say, and I agree with you. I know yàtọ̀ ọmọ mpanyinfo yìí sẹ́ yẹ́bẹ̀ sunti ní yẹ́dí ìfẹ́ ni yẹ́nim sẹ́ adé náà sẹ́yìn no ẹni ntí ní yẹ́dẹ̀ ọmọ báyìí ní ọmọ nyẹ́ nhyehyẹ́ ẹmua yàkọ́ ntẹ̀mpọ̀ ọ̀hún nsẹ̀m ní nso no mpagya sẹ́ni yẹ́bẹ̀ yẹ́ a ẹ̀wọ̀ tí mo wà ká mi no ètò ọbẹ̀kọ̀ akọ́tún bẹ̀bí ẹ̀kiri ama rẹ̀ nsẹ̀tìn Ghana agenda no aboa ama obi àwọn ayẹyẹ ní ọmọ akọ́kọ́ Ghana.
Eti yɛmhwɛ mo nsom anim nkosi sɛn mobɛyɛ meeting mo mba kwa kwa GPR2 for na mo hyia minister na asɛ dɛn
na no kasa kwa yɛ nam kwa mu a yɛ nyina yɛ kwa akɔhyia nti na yɛ wura about tomorrow ɛka kyerɛ wo sɛ yɛnhwɛ animu no yɛ nam kwa mu
okay
na yɛbɛba abɔnten na yɛbɛba no ɛbɛkyerɛ sɛ mpiasa mɛtumi aka wɔ sidi fɛtie sɛ yɛbɛyɛ adom ɛbɛfiada ɛyɛ ade a biribi asa ɛbɛwɔ
okay but I say ya ba ma what time a wonya ye e de ma ye ya ba ma eye kasama for the matu drivers union o say omo kwa koshia minister for transport obrempon omo kwa koshia minister for transport na transport minister omo kwa koshia ni omo kodi ano baba ye say percentage ese for increment edu ansa na wo matu lorry fare mu no endu ye eti we de o say passenger say ntwiansa.
To be honest, I am urging this government me panichow this government they should set up the various ministries PSA they should set up now transport ministry na nasemaba no kreni ne ekoso abonti on PSA nyade emu hwam kra now ka bia obefo no especially omo di omitiri mu dem abo ehon pose ekwa bia so wo mo de ombe shase age this new first wo breko aban no approve ye and now the various transport union embo munye no they should sit up honorable nipe transport minister because me see 15% now o ma yete so no kra no most of these cars wo man 15% no wo man nye da bepem ne nenso ne Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council for wo ma base wo mo the 20% eba beto transport fares. So who does that? Why no one in my wo adwene pa bia obeto na mo wa mo mu ye nia wo ye na fe obi ehuru se nia wo ye no amanyosem ana boni akere boni bi ta witiri mu akire ebisa driver for kwan be na omo fa so de to omo try first mu wo mo hu aban no na omo ni aban na hia aya no ho baba ye yemfe Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council for say aban nipa be na omo timi hia omo ni omo di nkomo so omo to transport for mu na why na mo go ahead be asking why na mo go ahead I na omo the press release about the trouble thing so more because immediately appear say you better transport first no affect every aspect of your friends saying economy no etu be ko market wo no wo kwa kofa board here okofa bayire okofa ne branch okofa mu e de ababa beton ye nya to transport first odua automatically affect the price of goods wakofo obaba beton no
say em tu asentuade mu kra wo be bia onokofa ne nema no kra entoto penasi kroma
na fan wo
wo penema ya tum dada
what the make actually
Ghana for minim ne say
Ghana bre for the past 8 years under the leadership of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia together with Ken Ofori-Atta who was then the finance minister ewo my Ghana and ye nyina hu bre and baby prices record here 2022 na inflation na 54% the highest ever in the Fourth Republic under Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and they failed economists like the Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia and they also appreciate obedi o minus one Ghana for business oba be no so PSA Ghana for mayanti and one say some manyo same wo mo de said near memu the excellency John Dramani Mahama and I think the government should be very radical sometimes not on dealing with some of these issues. Go to the stations. No. Go to the stations. Transport unions, private transport unions are almost on best sabotage because impact and it comes back directly to the government. One more yes, no. Will be yes, and Yadum light near Mohammed. Near Mohammed. So they should deal with them.
One to say, radically. One to say some Ukraine company be umko farm say omama may make mama no tie yes in Brandon
yes
so here juma obi nso e betumi atra say onu nim say won to be nye ne oyeni
yes
ba obese da akwa kopa bibia ye na wa ame amanfo wo ma no odin se si akroma set o se bia ne se Ghana Transport Road and Transport Coordinating Council edit statement be ya aye hwanyan obi te ya asem ya wo eba ya no ya driver ni bia tuni de ma no pe ya so what dem tell
yes
enti obi be kwa kojira ba bi say eye afenyo market opese o gidi as minority leader oba ya oboama MPP gira ne na so so sanya manema we nyina e koso a wo mo pese wo mu gu aban ne mu ase eti esori a na ye na mechire na no ntia na adarafo be ka say Cape Coast at eye ekuo bi saa the statement by say wo mu tu ashentuadie mu afede mpanyifo ni bi wo ho frɛ e won kran ha wo say statement no kran nyom ne trɛ na ko be trɛ no de be mo
eye da show now the boom beside me before so
I baby trust statement they brought yes, now this car can one
I deliberate this MPP every time they can MPP once I deliberate say ye ma abani look say eneme more thing and that see there has been several meetings test confor they should come out to stand now fight for chief justice yes chief justice well get to talk no I has suspended no several meetings about these tertiary institutions ni na ye evidence no aye chiro mo se monko yedede but say maame no wakoye ko wase manyira ma ko wasa bonasam na to agu say
Ghana
de so ya boto agu efisa ne niema waye no eyampa pipiri pose waye enti by all means maame ne ebeyi na di ana na be for do so be just asem ne ka na from the number bi because o ma hu say now ento no mu twade a che Ghana for na emfa
onim say amamo ni koye na Ghana for ho to mo a usually say oya propaganda bia emfa but obi a wono oni akwanya say nsema ye chirechire mu obeti bie no obosa no totrotro mu no bia say na
yes
eruti na yenye te aye ba ye ba be ka che say no kra ni nyame anim MPP for no wo mo say speed adwoma ma akono so last year yetena aka say MPs ni bi kura na ma yo mo kan ne say wo mo ko fie nti sika ye chema ebi mu say wo mo mfa nkoye campaign pretty t-shirt ni ande omanye parliament what can say NDC MPs ni say se mama MPP say we need dey mo amasemu oh meti bebre eti yesa ka kire mo wo ma sa tena say hu say do mama speed a wo koide ama NDC ho ya kono eti yesa omoso pe kwan bi
aye mo say
eti mo say no nkrofo bi wo ma dwu mu ahasa asawa ena wo ma gigi sika wa baabi oh ena wo mu yedede sabe ya oh na sana dwu mu ha no kwabra square
no kra na ka na my part ntuma pa bi afra na
it goes back
wa giri mo ha obeji sika say o man
it goes back to the point say and no pana some na American say obi ani gibagimi for ho ba wo pese obewu
na ho
say yen konko di jo mama atem no say ni pana o ma sika wo ka say Jennifer to data ne ko FS social media no oh ba so obusuani ai ta won fro no
ai on pen
so wona ye this kana ma o say ko yes a ha che job no o china ya ba sa ma o say ska ni bibi wo free say wan iska how do ko ya oh na we dey say me gina me true statement and me gina me call radio so na say ko dey na dey eti wono wadi ka ton wo say wo no we integrity kura nyina ya 10,000
20,000 30 40 50 enope na what can be say the minority leader honorable Afenyo Marken
what percent MPP history no Fourth Republic or minority leader wo ba ya o Kenya no ho our man certain government pressure
last year no majority leader
ane
no more MPC saying
137
am omunya independent no mo po no prodigal son formina am osan be johnny om ne 138 ye to abawie 2024 MPC na aka parliament
omo 88 to
87 they say akwati ade na nyade om nsabeka 87 no an kuta om yes no yen kan no venture om brain na why na mpa memu opa why na pese development beba no krom sa akwati afo tena wo se ye beto abade ama MPP wo ho bi odia na akwati afo pa kire say project dream kankan ehunehuna e course and MPP no akwati afo pa kire so musum
okay
so amakutam
so assembly nyina na say
yes
Edward Akwesi Boate and the board nyo so assembly we ne say kwanya ye faso tufu mo baby ese koduru ansana ya tu lorry fam
yes
enru ye eti ma me papa utie mo trotro mu entuese scanner
mamma na driver
no police for akache a
report ye da che no me say omo gina car bi enyini pe wo mu nyina ma omo saje transportation nyama ni back ka che driver so fam tinko
asemina we no obrempo me da say ye twa ye ho aba na for adventure bra as a Facebook ni ma obrempo check ma me na me hwe say okay ye hwe na adventure no yakeke ni na dia ma ha ye power 97.9 Dwoaboase djumedi su ni ye basa trust biom na yakọ akwatwetwe nkomo awodo enye eye transport first no kwa asem na ye ka but ye twa ye ho wi a ye beba na ya to ansem no so na yakọ ensem foforo Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana COPEC wo mo so chire mo say GTRCC fo asem na mo ka no wonu so manye ye fi se niam a SAC ansa na yatoto lori femu no enye ho kwai se esie enu ntine wonu mo adwen ho a wo monte asenti enu kwai se esi anope ye ka se wutie wedu wote ye nka ye ka ban papa ho asem de akire wo niam a ese wo ye na so na mesa kai wo se ense wo kope haxa mixture ana haxa capsules anope udidi a wo yemu dwao osa ena doctor say wenya enti no adura betuma boy ye osa tamfo e friend haxa mixture haxa capsules ade a ye denise se na onoma ebeboa o emfa one da anase mfie dodo a also no atena wo so ache eti koreko pebi pharmacy bi ebe bia obenye bi ato ama ho ato everyday the stamp team so 12 years e ko na obetumi anum bi wonyem ana ama oba no fa wonka ho madina fo ebenye bi ato e wo cat pharmacy Little Georgia Watema Community 5 and a Jukat Pharmacy and so e wo kaswa frɛ 0240 238 310 ma me papa also etete wo also tamfo na aba no ko na we fini dia kasa ope also tamfo no wo betumi enya bi ama won so wanom ama ho ato eno ne haxa mixture ene haxa capsules extra ze ton ho chire mo se TV ko chire pa na dia de ne se ye de amanfo ne mato TV ni so a ya wo motanya dwa eti wo mo se amanfo bibiri na se advert no ye nya ka be ye ne so ne bo no eti ye de kwanya aba se no pay wo so betumi aba na wa frɛ ya na betumi aba ha ene aba bedinsa wo so se XYZ ton ho promo no wo pese wo do ho beto so bi wo do ho to so a advert a ye bo wo ha sika ye je no ye betuma chimbe se miensa na ma otua baako na ton ho no ye de wato TV no so XYZ ton ho ye de camera be baba be si odwuma so wo be kasa na wa kire yen ene ma wo ye na ya record na ya bonu TV no so e wo dwumadi ye frɛ no XYZ ton ho so amanfo bete wonka amanfo be hu nyuma pa wudie amanfo be hu adwuma ena ne ma de frɛ bruchira ba na omo so aba beto wo de ane se wo be frɛ 0533 825 870 0533 825 870 ye twa ye ho aba this morning coin na yakọ akwa twa ye ho aba messages no mo so amfamra e be kenkan nyina de ama and pay transport fare no e fa na wo free a wo ba kra o tie o kuma se e ho se metesen ma yensa enka o messages no live on Power 979 FM o Facebook so Facebook twa yen Power 979 FM tro nyina boom follow ye na for adventure bra and at TVXYZ so e o Facebook TVXYZ wo do adventure bra ye be kan nyina e de ama yakwa kwaja abo afọ nkrato ya ba dwumedie no ya beto aso kama pa de ama wo
Bidia yakase True Pharmaceutical Company Limited yena yeye adwumakuo kase a yakofa inu ahodo ede free India manu ede abedu Ghana ama Food and Drugs Authority aye hwehwemu ede afa yenu a yede aba ni nyina ho agye atumu se yenu no eye papa ebo adwuma ntino Ghana for enfransa wo mo ho yare enu a yede aba dwaman so a yakofa de free India no edi ewo wiase afa na nyina enti ebedu Ghana hanom amanfo a womo anum yenu ni bi edi adanse ese yenu no ebo adwuma na eye papa nso na ade ba ko a ema amansan agi yenu etum se mama enu a yede aba ni nyina eye India hahama ene yakeka bom ede aye habandu ntino eni sunsunsu boni bia na yanko anso ena enu a yede abadwaman so no yemfa edu ba ko ense yawe mienu yenu no ba ko bia esa yawe ba ko na enu a yede abadwaman so no edi eye 2 watt vision capsules a eye eniwo adwuma enti mo amohwe ye na mu tie yen na eni aduru a ye de abadwaman so mo hye ase na mo nom no abidia ya na ye ka tem se ohawo a yenya eni se amanfo no mu nonu na ehye ase se eji wo mo pe na wo mo agya enununum na afi ohawo na ase ya hye ase biem enti ye besre mo ye besre ye tiefo eni ye hwefo a mo hye ase na mo num True World Vision capsules eni aduru no se mo num na esa mo nkotofofo na mo ntonko so nom enkopem so do mu sisi de ohuna to kra se ne wusi huna de no wasi udede mu ansa na wo bejai aduru no ma wajai nom eya kai se woji True World Vision capsules na wo di stencil ye do na eye powder ye de gu ye chechema ase no na woji eno nso eka ho mesra mu a wo kwa koto aduru na aya ye do ni nyina no for True Worth ye di ni so esense enu no dos wo dwaman so entu kona ka se wo Vision capsules ye bi ye aduru bia ene dia hye wonsa enti kai na for True Worth Vision capsules no eso so di True Worth ne so a wo mbehu ni se eye ye aduru no ena wo hwehwe echi akwa na nso wo nsa tumi aka na aboa wo afi wo ye oba na wo tie ni a Most of the Dwoaboase ye friend Lady Fort. Enti oba women's emaye oba awo ho ye din ama esan se uhumon so no na ho den wo from nti kusu ya woto no boso ni bia no ahode enim oba women's emaye eba oti pains anase etwa kra na nso undu tama ewo se utwabra na oba ensu fidi gu na enka wo himfi ho no me paacho nso unye True Worth ye do ye friend Lady Fort na ebesiesie ama waye obesima afi me papa no mu mema ya mo hwe na mutie ye nsabe mo anya prostate no imonso anasa mo yare prostate yare no ye prostate leaf e wo ho no ma senye prostate ni edu stage bia edu bia no onya prostate leaf na ebebo afi ye male 40s wo ho a eno so eye emema du tatahwe entu ye bema na wutie ni enano pe na waye mewo ketemu a manko hwekansa mumu nkofra fransa me pacho manko no mu bia bema wutria pa na ho be ye hye bombodian na hwehwe ye do aye friend male 40s male 40s na eno so entumi enimo na ye do aye friend joint 40s no eno so ye adwuma e wo ye no mpem ene ya poso wo usisi yo ya ukotudwe ahono emututu wonso unya joint 40s na ebebo na ayisa ohaw ni nyina edi afiri honum afi ye wo never alive eno so eye intinimu adwuma enti wonya intinimu yawe no unya never alive ni dia eno so amanfo eguso wo mu edi ho adanse na mom ene enomiensa me beje adaje ne be na me no wa atwetwe nkomo edi afa ho eye yedu a ye frani vivado ya eno no wi obi a wonya mujabso anase BP anase hypertension wasem ena mekan me pacho bomodia na ma onsanka yedu a ye frani vivado ni bi na me pacho insuranso a wonya hypertension a uhunu ni bi ene se ewo ho na ye se onikum ewo ho na ye o se obefe anase ohutimi ya hyehyehye na obo ehyehyew me pacho unsa insuranso we nyina na ebo nka ye se wanya mujabroso na nkasa nso no ema osote enti wako hospital ne yakacho se wanya mujabroso anase wanya BP ewo so me pacho yare ekum nipa enso ye ya yesi edro ni honum me pacho you India fo do papa ye friend vivado ya chese ebo adwuma na eboa amanfo a monya hypertension anasi mujabroso yawe no afi ma menkasa mfa yedu a ye friend azaka no nso eye amanfo monya diabetes modu tatahwe me pato wonya siche yawe anasi wonya diabetes a hwehwe India fo do a ye friend azaka na echi akwan na emwawo esiche yawe ekum ganafo ye yesi aduro ni honum okwa ne yesesa emu politin ma na ye de amawo wobi aduro a woda so ni enu a wono me every blessed day every week no enya asem ketwa me pacho India fo aduro a eye azaka emu diabetes anase esiche yawe aduro ebeboa wo asiesi eyiyawe ni nyina ede afi honum na ensusanso wonya esiche yawe na eye wotahunu enu bi eni me pacho wonya esiche yawe a aya na ama odunso ntentem kakra bia na dwonso de ohwa de uwu ne ble afi ewo honoma na ayese komodi udidi akakra bi na ekom sign de obi ensusanso kase pa wonya esiche yawe a uwu ni se ema osote ema ofun enti obi wu a aya na ofi se amansan yawe bi ene wonya esiche yawe kro ye me pacho uye adwuma kakra bia na wabre aya na ayese ensu komodi na afi ni ensusanso ba ko ne se ade twawa anase kru beto ho a eche ense na kuro no etumi ewu wo nsunsunso wo nyina na ebo wo nkaye se wonya esiche yawe anase diabetes wono mami biti wono papa biti wono ye ukumu bi wono busuani biti na wonya diabetes a nipa chohwehwe India fo do papa ebo adwuma ye fra ni azaka na echi akwan na eye diabetes edo tatahwe ebeboa wo wo se be boyawe na ye do ba ko bia ese yawe ba ko ye mfa do ba ko ense yawe minu enti se ye diabetes nko ade ene na India fo do a ewo so hwehwe echi akwan eye azaka na ansa na mede minkasa ye ebeba wie na afi mede ye telephone number na atudwa no mo hwe ye TV no so no wo be se ye number no eda so enu ye kasa fa ho ye product ne eda so betimi do mobile phone na twa ye do ni nyina anase fa number na na hya se free doctors ne nurses a ye crowd a ye no ebetwetwe nkomo na ye di a edu nya no ye mo wodru mi pacho ye du a etwato a me no kasa fa ho enano pai ye power liver koko edru no mi pacho koko no ye wo mahudo mienu ye wo internal power na ye wo external power ye kase internal power na koko no ewo unipaduanum ewo hunamu no emu enti amasabi aya na uko jana so wanya constipation ye motim me pacho uja na ya na moja edi akiri woni eso ye ohene na o pesa koko ni nti ama wo nheda ehuna de yi anase external power fifi ohunam biani se ni koko no esiti wo unipaduamu anase edunya akoko dro nyina no ma onsanka power liver eye India fo do papa ye de badwaman so power liver no eye kokodo bia wonoma enkan ema wunja wona enti se wu ko adwumum wu tukwan anase wu pia ko baabi abribia wutimi enum ye power liver no na sende koko no esiti bia no enkuye fi honum ama okoko no akọ ama wonso waso etimi adwo ye no leading pharmacy herbal shops drugstores a ewo omega na mu nyina wo benye ye no ni di apo esen ebrenti ntumi mobobo ye no ni nyina so enti ebia na ye bo yare so anase ya mo yare so a na enu nkyese Dwoaboase pharmaceutical company limited ye ni wadu ewo honum ya fatu ye ho so se adwuma ye be ya ne se ye di no papa ebeba omega na mu na ya bo amanfo ya we edimunya enti ya mo yare so a bomodi na fa ye number yi enda no pe na oni yen entwetwe nkomo ye number no eye 0558 724 302 0558 724 302 0558 724 302 and 059 558 2628 059 558 2628 enti ubetimi afa number na wafra nsisi ya we bia edu nya bia no yewo India fo do papa ewo ho no ma ebeboa wo na wotwe we die enkomo aye no edi ni na wotwe da se ne ye ba nyare ahodo aka ne nupa ye de ebadwaman so no yebenya ntoboase na ye chiche mu ede achewo
This is one of the masterpieces from Bob Cole. To say Power FM Sunday TV XYZ so you're live 24 minutes after 8. You call Abua from Krato ko J. You see Edwin there ya miss na ide ya wa ho. O mine ekoye me nyina. Sasa ya temo so asa ye nteso ma MPP for anase NDC for nko a. Ya tulo FM asa ka obia. Aha, tibora monyina mo samo mpa by nasem. Bora mo ko shankrofo bi echi. Ya dey wa ha. We all day inside. We all day. You be here we day nkan ni be kase kebashing mene. Ahaya na nyina ye wo. We go see what go happen. Oya obrebo akwaba. We dey aban ne ya de papa etrase na ya ka ho asem. Ti Dwoaboase de ye bodwa na nsem no ne wonte ase haya na wo. Ye free transport for say o ma chechi ma kire ye. Na foforo wo ho. Say ye say enu amene Dallas ekasa ye no. Eno mo say NIA eh simple. He say Ghana card no ni bia mpachoko ye bi. Koye Ghana card ni bi na say Ghana habibia no a na ye de ye. Ebe kakra no yire beda kwa just Ghana card.
Azansi mse makape. Na kwa no no you better ne Ghana card na you categories so be a raw ho akwan anako be are so gondom so a we no so be ho akwan nti no na but no de e be ya under the MPP me yes sure say e be ya NDC MPP for now mo yes ade
anyway Kwame we ye aban adwuma ni na aban power say kokodi adwuma bi emano a say otumi yire ho na wo ye ni yi na o man no ye chechira ye koba ni nyina no ye de ama ye ho eno a Minister for Food and Agriculture Honorable Erikopoku o se ni di ba ko design
Ghana Jesus
Ghana
Moses say Jesus ba na Moses say this
say Agric Ministry no echo chair one more presented 40,000 bags of fertilizer so we ni masem no mchim
bobosoko ye bebom to can na ye bie mafa
40 bags of fertilizer ye de ma mrache bedwafo one more channel across the country Honorable Erikopoku e kasaya wo chim say ye achade amuruko aban e de baaye won say na no na me kase ade bi asi wo ba bia e kan obi ntu koto se oyonko abadwo se hia na wo sensu da bi se simple de fa de nunsu mo de se oja manifu a because say free no wa na so koto sa boa no e da obi so amenka se sori no so ka se sori ye so enya se ofiri ho pe
abadwo se no kwa ne ja tuma fa wo de num bia na bia otiri nwi
because ya wo Africa ha no e bia ne se Nana Akufo-Addo abreso kom de ya na ye nya brunto e na ye ka no say bro short ya nyina ebe kan dokono bo be ko 10 cedi 50 cedis untumi nto o maye 4 na obi abedi dokono ba ko ho na obi
say na say bro na anya bro na untumi ko je $10 million for Exim Bank so ko dobi no
no asem na kwa kodi yokofo ne asia
omugusu hwehwe mo
omugusu hwehwe
bro de ehia bia ka banku
ne hia ne say Ghana ye bibi na say o mai fufuru ho a so tumi boa because Ghana nya bro bibira ye betuma krabi Amman foforo
good
eti Morocco aban na de fertilizers ne beche yinti Honorable Erikopoku se no sika ne nsem no na yemfa eno so ento so Honorable Erikopoku kasa ewujumede na se Honorable Eric Opoku
na fo nyina so te say from the Ministry of Agriculture ya famu de ya frɛ yenuanom MPs ene your regional ministers say sanyoma we ye de sha omonsa omumfa nkɔ areas no fan koma akuafo a ewo ho enti ayen say voter region omo do set no doso ti ama omo nko 20,000 afi oti region yama omo 10,000 afi ye the Peasant Farmers Associations yenya ya fo kitikiti nyina ya association ya president ne ya badinfo ewa ha omo so yama omo 5,000 bucks ye dika omo 10,000 say omo farmers no complain say omo enya bia omo ne bia ne nyina enya bia di omo factory emfa ema omo ne de 5,000 so esa ka ho afi ayawa so west wagon yes ema omo 1,000 bucks Afram Place North 1,000 bucks Afram Place South 1,000 bucks Jirapa constituency 500 bucks Bia West constituency 500 bucks Seche Afram Place constituency 1,000 bucks Okaboma 40,000 that's a 40,000 no ye de nyina ayede eko and the person media ni nyina di ho dance say Minister of Food and Agriculture fertilizer Morocco for the bread no yenso ye gina Ghana fo nyina na mu ese fertilizer ni emfa koma ye kuafo
important thing food security is very important wo maimu a ya ntoto ne mayi a enuane ho kwa atwe a eno nso wo za de ba kwa driving inflation pa food prices anti sa what tackle no a na afi factories no benya raw materials no ope bi dey gari enu amikoto gari ewo supermarket gari 15 Ghana bibiri we media che
muhun bia na mahama ni bi
ne dedem kakra no
na ne mahama
15 Ghana cedis
okay
media ba che papa
ntina odi ko kai ba kakra
sana me kondo eba na me koto na me to ho akade but first no na sa gari no betuma nya be 30 cedis
under the MP
tells you say price say from to be odo gari odo banchin on be gari factories be nya bi kivo fu on be nya bi nti kivo bo beba from so on them chow it is say do tomatoes be bre akoma dan eye fetenta nice aban to me support e no ameteze na ono abo ehikopoku kase omo kwa koye solar powered irrigation system na Bokum West for benye bi honso na intos bebrebe no bebre na free hoba so just imagine factories benye bi dey tin tomatoes nya de
very well Piesie ye bedi kan da Morocco abanase
thank you
so omo dey sa fertilizers ya base o manga na kriafo awom so mo ye no ebetimi abo omo nobai na ye kama na ewi ayada onabo erikopoku Ghana Moses yada na se se wode no krede aye bibia mu nso pepepe emu ada ho no wa cheche sade na emom lower akin side ho ye samakesi ho lower akin no
baby
asaba me wo almost 13 acres of cocoa farm ewa awahem me ba mo ho o me ta ko agasi kura me o ze efo no ye de bia san ye brodifuo enti na eya ye kone akotwa bode ani age banche kakra ba ne aba bedi ewo nkran ha enti ona bo lowo akimo so mo sanka mo minko ayesa de na me pon ya Greek ministry was sometime me ba beje be ye 10-15 bags bi na me de akoma wom because uni bibi the last time I call na farmers a wo hwe cocoa so any enkasa no o say even under the MPP fertilizers buy you know no mo hwe party for near the fertilizers na mama it is a wo obi a wo be se wa se Dr. Mahmoud Baumia atade ni dia wo do koku anya dia fertilizer ne be ma obi atema wa hem ya esa makese awa hem no more politicizing no this time around penifo ye de fertilizers a show munsa so mun konkoche mo nya ti se MPP fo no mo mun ko hwe party fo anim eye Ghana na yede buwa na koko abane no bayaba enti wo bibiara so oye party e na party bia wunim no se wunim no de ho ahia ne se efuo no oye dia fa na fertilizer fa koma no nkonko ye enti ye do ma se hwe ye to abaye hwe fertilizers ahodo a ye hu ye ewo mostly MCs for FA ye wo kasa video so ye wo videos be 1000 betime yi a kire ye de ama wo mo MCs MPP for chemo mo MCs ne wo mo nyi no mo fa nyi o majapade enti MCs fie ahodo ye to abawie abandoned stores ene ye friend say warehouses akese and what the various municipality and district na MCs wo ma pack fertilizers a shewa wo breko na koko akuafo ehia bidi agu koko so na koko aso na wo ma ye no baya hodo ni hia fertilizer abo na no baya ba but this time around ye do nyankopon ase onabo ekopoku wa ma ni mo da ho said you watch the ma the various district na regions ni na kra
through the MPs MP for
through the MPs members of parliament we break it if MP we dey call MC and DC ho
exactly
yeah MPP for the omode show buboto
but when can a buying strategy or them to e feed Ghana any other agriculture we ya change oh yam farmer MPs enye MPs na enye NDC MPs na wodo nyina
na ya ma omo fenko MPs 87 omo fenko MC ni ho no omo nyemu omo nyani ti sa omo de no omo tonye no
mate but that's it
abi any ponke to abi no what fertilizer form is ne wa ku abo abi oyi na pie fertilizer na MPP for na eton ye to abawie me see ye da ho adi bebre ofia
mate
video so ho
but that's it ye ba ye nko ye bushia for messages kakra ba Aaron Bebe Sukura was say ya Brahma don't compare lorry fare to plane fares in the plane they serve food and drinks it depends it depends the food and drink that I realize okay Ghanaians sabotage ni Gina Stone wo de onya te aeroplane dia na we de agi say ya usika na ebesa good Gina Stone will say good morning Power FM please we can't say we are not going to pay we the passengers also we the passengers can't say we won't pay government should rather stand firm na Mashoud Bishaila will say the so-called increment of transport fares is illegal and therefore must be rejected by Ghanaians at all costs. The humble and hard-working JDM is fixing Ghana in the right direction and no saboteur will succeed. Long live Mamprugu activist for NDC, long live Ghana. Masoud Ibrahim Bishela Kanda Accra and other buyer. Emmanuel Nyakose on Thursday we will get a good price for the cocoa. Watch out. I don't know what is happening. I didn't see a good price whereby. Well, Zanka Yinina send a year pay and so and no. Ebusha for my try home right and call let's talk educational consult and suku for nama kwande but yeah summer school mum friend na mo fa mo man nko na wa ye busy ukọ adwuma nkola no de ukọ adwuma akọ pesca de abro mo se wo mo so tena fie obi wa betre fie obaba no akọpa asem akọ ne number bi akọhuri akọkubu ni nem fa ne college stock educational consult 6 months to 6 years no ye gi omo Montessori ni inde curriculum na yusu ye wo Teshinungwa estate Teshinungwa estate Mango Street no so wa pay free 0249069821 okọ adwuma for oba ne ko ja omo 0249069821. On that note, Madam Time Bomb by Okrah ye no entwetwe enkomo ewa ha sesiye Madam Time Bomb Okrah
once again mincha yen etefuna yen ahwefu nyina na mincha SST my one and only SST na ejuma power ye Ghana churchful ejuma power ye and everybody who is contributing to the growth of the nation and paying check ase enkomo ho na eteman kadama na enyim de ya base na ye besiesie enyama ye zenyama egu akwemu ama yen daachi wesie ama hen yenye baby akọ yen zara enyi nta wodi yesiesie no mo ye oi da ma ya ye yen ho style b ma me fan relate a typical mother wow fufu for no pompero ozo no boto form oba denda na dama but onya sifom onanto akuru na ebien pe no onfa no ho ozagu wa hwemu mpo ana asoma oba na de we go na wa ye mo do ye onso do ye dem miss ma ye di shase na dama ana we de yeziwie and pay say yatina ha no what man can educational time bomb do ne ya beti na obi be said the one anum na was dem jumedi ba da making well let's talk educational consult na let's talk educational consult and abaza no why you so extraordinary morning today be an educational time bomb me pede me ti he dachi mo fama wo ba master yi obi bia retain ma impact ama mo fama dachi wo benya future oba ma nwa ankasa we hu de ma bom bread day na ma ye day na me change this is what I'm causing I'm watching it before baby money to do in silly no one can no one be said what am I going to do with my life that is why we sit here. But let's talk educational consultant. We are located at Teshinungwa estate Geben Lejokuku Municipal Assembly. In fact, it do Lejokuku Municipal Assembly where their court is now. We are just 5 houses away from there. And here wall no it has it's a brick wall. And there's the LTEC, and there's our brand LTEC, there's our brand the walls. When you're looking out for it, look out for LTEC. I was in here well let's talk. Kesina ye na you put in our social media there say if you share your nature with social media that Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn with the name Let's Talk Educational Consultant. Ebo hu yen wo ho won nyama yi na ya list wo ho ye consultancy services ye boa ye ncheche monkofo what nyama when it comes to education. The master ye teacher training programs cheche nyize e wo de ihu de awu na ejina fra na enyim ne se bi otafacha aye afra no nkofo na daache na ebe impact na afra no ozbenin intino ye tre acheche faze mo wutu modern than wazi chim. And the reason now we don't do again we don't do say after me that kind of there were ways I had the trouser a very lovely mom of see another there are ways I mean to even teach sounds you can take your child out depending on where you are. Even if you are in the remote area with the trainings we give even say chest sounds but to must step out of your class so I'll be up on our compounder get them sticks let them trace the sounds on the ground. As old tracing, I know I can't remember we talked about a lady teacher who having a difficulty teaching sound. What was the difficulty? If Senkawenya bet top up training now. Now you don't walk my family out. Everybody should pick a stick. Snake here and noche, now no draw for me. So let them know that the they are drawing on the ground, is the snake she's talking about. Abuana na wujina na so na wacho wo form one. About to match on the sun. Area woman want to da woman they we no one that is sand and we are not watch now so or begin with the sound so there are nice ways of teaching kids to explore our bet in yamase because every home classroom nature or board do near draw we will get there. So this is what we are talking about, the little things that contribute to education or more lovely, entertaining and nice. Aside that no year war preschool from 0 to 6 years. The master na church-based development programs. Yes, it's about time I'm from what's in your massy to their level. Sunday school teachers, come down to the level of the kids. Let them understand what you are preaching. Yes, also your main programs, which are the after school program and the Saturday programs. After school programs, and it covers 2 to 3 hours. Your practical life sessions, your culture and history, your language and presentation skills, your Lego and maths fun learning, your creativity and first aid. Oh yeah, that for baby how to. Just imagine there you have a 5-year-old and the mother in the house, and the mother going through a crisis, and she doesn't know what to do but is crying. How? No. There are kids outside who have been trained. There is one 911 call I listened to, a 5-year-old complaining that no papa unto me breathe here. Now this is not all be that. Now one funny thing about it, I think she's been taught a bit of practical life, how to keep herself and all that. In Tokasha Nipan on Yeneka Sunday or she tank top. In Sinister one what ambulance in war but I don't know Kosho before Baba. Okay, no, she shouldn't go. On stay with the father. Papa there, everything will be all right. A 5-year-old. It's about time we learn certain little things. So we teach first aid there for our after school programs. In Saturday programs, and as the tradition goes, entrepreneurship training for students. Yes, also personality development. Creativity and exploration, reading and writing clinic, and then IT training. Nina your programs are over here because as I use in our classroom, they don't teach us how to make money in the classroom. How to make money. The only thing we get is the concept to work around it, and that is mostly on paper. Have you ever heard a parent or a teacher telling a student that this is the first or the second exams you are failing? If you don't take care, you won't graduate. Another, you won't pass to go into college. Another baby. I wanna we demoralize. That's not what we are looking at. I know kids who have graduated, who are SHS graduates, who when you wanna kasa in a way, now they are timid. Or feel it there on to me, the father feels he's paid all the money in the world to give them the best education, but they didn't get it. And now they didn't pass an exams. Into Papa Neraho. Yes, the father has the right to be worried, to be angry. Why? Because to them, they are providing you the best. They want you, the child, to also learn and get the best. But what if it's not from the child? What if it's from the way they learn? What if they are not getting the right thing? You need to identify who these kids are, what they want, how they have to do it, and how they have to go about it. Okay, and the payment years in Komo kakra about knowing yourself before age 18 years in Komo for some time. It's about time we get our kids to understand. You know yourself before you are 18 years. From 5, JHS graduate. They wonder what do they want to do in the future. They will tell you nicely. Obeka medical practitioner. Obeka day. But how do you go about it? They don't have mentors. Sorry to say, parents are not having ample time to really help them research to get to know how to go about it. I was talking to a young one who wants to go into animal science, and he loves dogs, and he appreciates dogs so much. Then I started chatting with him about 1 or 2 things. What exactly do you want to do? I want to take care of dogs. How? Stuck. And he wants to go into animal science and to be a veterinary doctor outside. It's a whole big offending entity on its own. But then I asked 1 or 2 questions. Okay, so what are the type of breeds we can have in Ghana? How many of them can survive? How many of these dogs do you know? And then he started mentioning a few. Onyim German Shepherd, Onyim Golden Retriever, Onyim Chihuahua. Let me say in Ghana here, how many people own Chihuahuas here? It's a question. But he was just standing there. So I was asking myself, how do these kids build themselves? Because now he is thinking just Ghana. What I'm saying is that it's about time, you relax a bit on this syllabus we are working with that gives us certificates to be out there as first class students and all that, and then step out of the classroom and study beyond that. It's about time we make the world our classroom instead of just the 4 walls, and that is limiting our kids. Them 4 walls, the only god of the classroom there is the teacher, no one else. There are some schools even in the classroom, as the teacher is teaching, you can't even look outside the window. It's not permitted, it's not allowed. But the world is the classroom. They need to step out and learn what is happening in the world. All that we are talking about is them adding a structure. In the area, day in the area. No. It's about time we propound it. The fact that you've given a definition and 1 or 2 doesn't mean that it should get stuck there. Step out and explore. Talking with this kid made me realize 1 or 2 things. These kids are way lost. They don't know who to talk to. They don't know how to find themselves. And he is going to SHS. What do you want to do? Ask yourself. Who do you want to do it for? Where do you want to do it? Where are you going to do it? Why do you want to do that? And how do you intend to go about it? It's just as simple as that. Ask them these questions and get the correct answers from them. I mean, we believe that at least Dwoaboase 15 to 18 years should be able to sit with the landlord and communicate fully. Should be able to go to the medical practitioner and put things in place for him or herself. We have 17-year-olds, 19-year-olds being carried to the hospitals and other stuff by parents. Parents are doing things throughout for kids. The independency is not being built. How then do we build people to take care of Ghana? We are limiting them. How many of our kids at the age of 18 years say that I'm going to rent a house? It won't work. It doesn't even work. How will you take care of yourself? They will ask you. Will you have money to say? For me, fancy to the big university. I was all done. And this is what our entrepreneurship skill is about. When I was telling these kids, do you know that you can set up a company at this age? They said, huh? I said, yes. Other people are doing it. What makes it so extraordinary that you can't do it? Meaning that even if at home, the practical life, like you communicate with your son, he gets to know and understand what daddy is doing. Impact that love there. Let them get to know. The first thing, let them know what daddy is doing, how daddy is going about, how daddy is relating to stuff. That responsibility picks up from there. It's not being taught in our schools. And at our homes, we are not doing it. Well, today I'm communicating. If you're a father, if you're a mother, sit down with your word. Teachers, sit down with these kids, talk to them, find out what they really want to do. If not, we will have people graduating from being geological engineers, mechanical engineers, and they'll be sitting at the banks being tellers. That knowledge and everything is being a teller. I'm not saying it's not good, but I'm saying that we'll have engineers diverting into the banks because he wants to work and earn a salary. That's all. He doesn't want to impact. He doesn't want to identify a problem be able to solve. So the kids who I am working with on the project for the Saturday programs, I'm asking them, what problem have you identified? If you are interested in fashion, what have you identified? What problem do you want to solve with your fashion? If you want to be in animal science, what have you identified with animals? In Ghana, as the dogs is aside security hunting. How many of us really keep them as pets? And if you're going into that, how do you explain to the child that you have to understand it this way? They not say, they need for be for them. Can you do mentorship? What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's know that we have a lot to do. The 5 W's and an H I've spoken about is the best way we can go about to help our kids identify who they are, how best they can go about whatever that they are doing. That's all we want for our kids. So yes, our doors are open. From today onwards, kindly pass through, register your word for our Saturday programs. Now, we are building the future together. This is Piesie Okrah Corner friend was 0249 069821. Thank you very much for the listening.
It's official.
Any akwada when you feel you and some of the total about Mr. Greenville, she said, walk to hospital and answer loud. I'm what we said, who will achieve malaria in the answer. I also time me a TIME. Time about Mr. I feel malaria fever the other Ziba,
We're be at all over the counter medicine sellers and the herbal shop to do an FDA Aji a Dwoaboase at all.
Still, Misaka, and Nemu was a summer brabo. Any kind of phone na swabrabo. Coming na anti-sacro. So with this case, and I said, who can sit at our lorry station? Not a woman say, Nelso and Misaka Francis Caro. Misaka or the Sika? Misaka insurance.
Misaka alone.
Momo Fogosuri Echumate, the Apoyanina Yesika Hubai, say MTN, Anamu, Jumayeni Befrewa, or the 0244 300,000 and a Befrew. Nanupo or in Bitsau, one-time password, and now say PIN code 80 Wonso, Jawa Femuji, Nama Weni Nako, Namunsa, and Kau.
Efema na kwa me taxi driver na enka na misisi so misisi ama ka me ma to na twetwe na 3p garlic mixer no aboa me pa ebi ata miracle bi wa dream just ma fimu pra se misia chimia nka me uni esi so kas me uni ani esi so be kasa dia bibi hye me so bi no na ye normal nti mi bi pi me tumi nti pa me so date ni na adama nka te nyango podi ayi bia ngodi che ma ibi nyanza mkito ana mzee de metro aka so na me ka hye me nkwana
me dia be pa 3 years ana asemi gunawa me na mu sinya se me kwa me bia no ko bia mu so much me do abe 6 years ni tema bia me ya ma di se na me ga na ntu ta ya le nku mi preko ene podi ana me koto 3 guys Mr. Di tema me ka se nku ko ni ya mpe ene ya me no ka se na wa to me a me din wa me mpe ase
3P garlic mystery ubenya bi wo memu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops for Piwak e was 02489288824 and 020100002. Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to Accra.
Sure. Let me see. Check.
Alignment. Check.
Brakes. Check. Visit AutoChecks at Koforidua Aquadum Road for the road readiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. AutoChecks. Check.
AutoChecks. Your safety, our priority.
Relevant people are one by my answers are Hoberto. So the summer of Quababim live on TV XYZ Power FM4 Yantina Senafi or my moon chichim and Komoto train and Famramo Kulugana Limited. Losi or Ba Ubusa Ubre. What the baby also the Mababre and Norma, the Nensu and Danino, Ayana Amakoda Hospital. Obisu are one again to me. Eba wakasa wasi radi se de si be de mempe mini aba wuntina ye de araba bazen pills aba araba bazen pills no beboa o eba flow na ye kama eni dani e be ye flow kaswa fo mbe be ojikat pharmacy Ekus Pharmacy Simon and our pharmacy be a ben will be a Ubetmania be or Kuru Ghana for number 0244 139 176 18 say Oduwa na wakwa jibi ewo Kuru Ghana Limited for Pedudo to Akohoya we Champion Junction ewo East Legon na Health Alert Clinic and so say the Akoji Award say Best Ulcer Treatment Center 2022 was 6th West Africa Traditional Medical Award CD nature say nyasam keto akra yeti yesa ulcer severe waist and muscle pains and a menstruation once and seven typhoid fever cholesterol waist and bones once and seven or by a bebo your massage the fish you laboratory services oba ebetumi aboa hwehwe yen wo Medina ye ni post office ene din hwe ni mo yesa ewo kaswa pokuase na assignment takwade fo nso ye waso ye baako ewo ho ye frɛ health alert clinic brana yen saw yare frɛ 0242518893 mensa ka promo no so yegu so ayeye enwane *274# MTN ena Telecel Momo Telecash wo sikaka kra wo so a 5 cities a tribe we betumi di up to 50,000 Ghana cedis e dey bia ye draw enti ando pay twatum but *274# na choose power FM follow prompt no na enter draw no na wudem mensa ka no wonso betie mo se mensa ka be peke enso e di amount mensa kan eye XYZ for na dia bad na emom ye da NLA Caritas platform no so below 18 won ka ho Solak Natural Clinic was saying fertility issues no fabra oba untumi wo odisi so abose na say ebi efiri kunu ebi nso efiri wa ntimumie no momra na yensamo ya Dr. Solomon Apia Kubi ena nyame adom wode eye Solak Natural Clinic enso de abeboaze na wode dom Ghana for sayade liver issues ni kidney issues no eduro wo ho ya research de edura ba ebe manage opa ma wanyina che entimen contem brasisi bibia be koso kama enso de ama prostate issues no your lab test or your prostate scan and afei fibroid scan UTI yesa STDs yesa eti adawro mabra ne be pi ho ya be hwe kama pa 0553932631 wo fra mpanyifo ene wo ebe kasa kama pa MTN semen kanche so nua ba meswa a wonso wudi ujuma bi ewo Ghana ha o hustle amane ma konka MTN say they see your hustle omo say opese obo ama Ghana GDP no grow so they cheer you on every step of the way and to them the MTN ejuma pa e de aba Ghana nti MTN ejuma pa na simple oba a wankasa wa register o sim na e kire say yewo na udine da phone so oba dial *5060# won be ma na wa follow prompt no obekwa akoda ejuma pa ne so enti ebe ma bundle nya bundle bia keke bundle ye new bestie aye be boa na wa reach out to customers or suppliers any afi o mo boa ma ejuma no koso enti dial *5060# eye manko a NMTN for edisa akwanya we aba o dial na okoto so wi aye san ebo wadwuma no ho ban efi say insurance package enso eka ho Medimosis Herbal Clinic was say ene yade bia brana soye ye wa denta ye ni process so ene din hwe ni me won kra ha ho na ya so ekese pa no dental clinic wo hobi hypertension diabetes typhoid fever stroke and face sexual weakness prostate issues no your prostate center ho nto ba ye be hwe o ASL building no ye wa Accra Central oba ho amamo Accra Jamestown ne ekeka ka wo su ye ASL building no ministries brana sound ya de ejai kodofo ye be school for the deaf no Kumasi for beko ahenema kokoben for 0244 068 447 ya omana tenase anu no omana tenase ye ba be bo enkomo ensem no de edoso pa na ye ko na yakwa bo enkomo dia ye nko yenia ye Stephen Kinsley benie ho wono elo ye ni mapa wono anso na epanyi kwankyerefo abedi akire edema aban adwuma ye friend Ghana Post wono ewa hasei mamenko na menkoma na kwaba owa Stephen Kinsley Benie Esquire me ma chema kwaba se we also this year
wow ajira me
sa
what trouble
matwem wo yin se bebe ni
sa pepe bebe ni anwa so
bebe ni anwa so
so you turn also
okay
so you turn also
okay na se bibi aboko de
oh awrade adaru ma me ho ye
yesa ya chekaka awu nyame adom oba ya misi heidie
ya me ase aban papa ba ze udam kroma feeling no good
sa
bia ni age obia ni age
oh yeah sure
maybe atwam na ayam hihia hunhuna ene amanfo sromuso so mo be kata ndina ama onama obi amuna nanim
ntia ende obi kasa no wo because na kasa no ebi atwi memiri mama no so makasa bi pa
bom ka bi no nyina
sanete wo ho because na transport owners ni bi e pese wo mutu asentu edi mu ntia ede no be hyase mama nkoma honorable so akwa ba honorable mi ankasa mi nwa kwaku ado Ebenezer member of parliament ma for one more Asutifi North openya akwa babra
bro
bibi aboko
nyame adum
ase mu ache o
bibi sa
amehwehwe da Kenya sere totro so for omo ye
Asutifi North adehye nyina ho ye
omo ye nice where my message in free where na I'm pay Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council adaba for kabum ku awodo bi a wo ma ba cargo fo nyina ka ho mo say cedi no abai na ye ni ye de na so spare parts yente so na abai the 1 cedi levy bi nso aba eno do da fuel price so nti e ma driver for no ho kiro mo nti ko mo de free fear de ko wono matu asentuadie num 20% many GPRT for kasa o mo say wo mo de nka ho na omo committee transport minister no ansa na ho nsem so atumi aba anope wote sansem we ohun ya osen yesi mo aban no ase settings aban because CD ye nso ye ntene ma so sa na hunu
yo mi nyame da se ma mi ntia ahefo nyina na me free say de ahyenkafo no epese o mugina so de to o mo ahyen tuade mu no to me de o munyina so a o mo e de aba no it should warrant an increment and say ma ahyen tuade no and to mu ebamu with that margin and say ntumu kra bam because we cite 1% e-levy memfa nisa that is the energy sector levy na abano sa 1 cedi no eka the pricing of fuel and nay okog oil pump price 12 cedis 88 pesos. It is far less below the 17 or 16 cedis per liter and I say at a point to cry they could do 23 cedis a liter of fuel. Abayana aba a strengthen and now more streamlining and near my amande dollar to cedi no cedi na ho de akosro. Building the price of fuel ni nyina no say o factor 1 cedi nyina ekomua still we are not hitting more than 13 cedis per liter. And it's a driver ni na driver for no maka omo ho abomu a omo say 1 cedi no ama fuel boy den no maybe so omo say 12 cedis 88 per liter price no any 17 cedis na eda no de hin na ne bo wosoro anti also omugina 12 cedis no so edit to kasikam instead of time one year 17 cedis no kra no omuntimi nkasa said de mebra panyi ekan but you see it is a sign say democracy na Ghana ye practice no ye nya leader bia wama enipa feel the aspect of democracy no because fuel rise ya kodu 23 cedis e Ghana ha ya nhu driver for nkabomu ko se omo e ba be kasa but abai bia ba ma eso atia ba be do 12 cedis 88 pesos even with the inclusion of 1 cedi energy sector levy na so sene board ya we no me hu say de o kan say settings no settings na bi na driver for ni bi no
nti driver for ni settings
ebi mo set o say GPRT for na dey mo afrim but oba Ghana transport union so na the need obo ya common to every driver na every passenger bia GPRT
if you wanna put to for so aba
enti said the GPRT for so omo ne aban mu mpanyimfo be hia no me free say one hour so keka omo so omo beto ahyentuadem no they should also follow clear because they don't have a justification. I have to be blunt with them. They don't have any justification. Fine. Biana the price reflection in terms of dollar to cedi no was per person no. Bibisa ekoswa and not the metric trade minister any aban no nyina ayadwen akọ say there are issues we have to attend to. May I have problem with the price of cement as at now? And it's a driver for no being so cite spare parts for as an example me free say was say ye ni ko ho na say anamo bi o ha e betumi atu ama the city appreciation no are reflected in these items ebeboa ye nyina because na uko market ya da nema ye ma me mo yusu ofie de keka ho bi te say anwa emo na de keka ho no ni nyina no ne boa ba fom a reflect wo city appreciation enti adentina spare parts are important nema bi te say cement ne de enti reflect because the okwa import spare parts na ba no kana na nkwa ohia 17 cedis no de nya dollar ba ko ene okwa import a ebi a wo behia 10 cedis 25 pesos and the 10 cedis 25 pesos na say aba from amount na still na no pesa obete oniema so me free say sa niema we bi na maybe Jerry Rollins sorry so na enipa bi monte ase no you see we are our own enemies ye tu anamo a editia yankasa ye as Ghanaians
sa somewhere na me pese enwa na me ka say adentina Ghana ha say you to control your prices okroma we parliamentarian ya sa wonam parliamentar na say sa issues we ba na edie enkomo na ekoso efa price ho pese aban aboa na sidie gina na so from 16 here to 10 cedi 25 cement producers ekra clinker se sika wo de kra no eswa menso wo mo ente cement bo so abai mo to wo mo ye den
enti na menka say mu no menka say there are areas we have to pay particular attention because ama the gains abai no enya wo economy num nyina no a section of traders amasa gains ni nyina no you don't feel it in the market space until as a member of the ruling government and the member of parliament you know I think sir the minister in charge of trade you know can introduce an executive instrument as a bit the executive planning on how maybe an executive instrument can be used to attack some of these things, you know, because if it should be a legislation, ebiana obe pass a law, no, the conditions are enunti. I was say and reflective or marketing, no conditions no say. It means that you have to go back to Parliament to amend the law or repeal it. But with executive instrument, you know, say omanpanyin and I say minister no enam executive instrument so etu anamobia the moment ya conditions besisa no with an executive instrument no betimi aside asisa enema and I think the trade minister will have to look at and then the committee on economy ne our parliament, you know, all these they have to
economy and development.
Yes.
Dr. Erica for
in fact cement in the no
come
because local level
because to talk
so projects onim with the big push agenda share acquire who do ye
about better cement
apart from the government listening in 166 constituencies abai say we identify say ekwan ho asemo edin enti 166 constituencies no 10 km per constituency every year ekwan so ya the cement and na ye ho adwuma enti you can imagine the quantum of resources I be with the purchase of cement enti me free say even based on this I was say ya ban no ye de aniko sa area ho cement no bo no na yitimi ehwema enema ba form to reflect the gains in the city.
To be fair to the ministry, no, and I mean, Honorable Samson, he did the Eddie Komo Fidema on a deputy trade minister. Was a Omane cement producers no Esan Betrin Komobium, sir, Komotuchams in you know Akoso. Ama still na Omonte so Ama Komotuchi no Bako Sambe Babium. It's about Kona Esan Ababe Babium no. Was a war expertise be papa be able free my banty. Young train about executive instrument you want me. I think they say it to me explore. Na ye can want some now can Rollins asemi amanfo bebre comment here on Facebook no so omo say eno na ma asa de ne by na say Ghana for no o ma yo ma dwen say omo mpese wo mbete so especially obi a wo mpe aban asem no na manam kotoye but onim say demand and the supply the more na amanfo hia de no e na omo to ba wo de boy de ayento ombe jampo akoba bi foforo so eti eno so ehwo asem no meda say Minia Kwekwado. Mamenko Minia Stephen Benieso. Lawyer.
Yeah, Minia.
Transport fares. 50% buy Okrah. Waman to suni now. Yes. There was no Kumaso mom 100 no. Omo te so call 90. Ebite so call 92 and 93. Na ene ebi mo asore se wo mo 20% increment.
You me that's it. I mean, chair a tier 4 near 4.
A tier 4 Joseph.
I mean, chair when you are MP so. Any a Jumadi or Moya Parliament. Okay. A party no. And one day, I'm a papa order, my regional chairman, Ura Michael Edu. Oh, my friend, Big Edu.
Sending him, yes. Sending him photo Nima, me producer now. Say a power na auntie, and that's one found this one, and from and ranty. Fa kwanya we so amana woda papa no ne adwumade a wo ya boa western of pa afi machia bibi na anwa so bekọ afọ o mfa TVSYZ ni agro sa ho mfa ni agro ya chia mo ene ese yetumi ba ho oh yes nti minua na fi machia mi ame boss so ma me retasra ha on managing director Ghana Post ono so ve adwumade obo passport no eguso koso they atra about 42,000 passport I deliver first na passport abwa peso sa wow koyi nti ya ba mo de adwuma pa mo ye ba na ma Ghana for nsensi form o da bi ya bo adwuma e be sre de be boa ne say be yi goro boys afri mu on say ubo o se ne nsanka na passport because ebi obi na ye ma no ipa ne de ono ne number ene share ho because if you are charging you say okay meju sika say mami say e ba no atua say enti ono pe kwa be fa so an passport no onye ni sika yenso yanhihie no untimi ni obi passport no e ma no okay o ye verify o kana card e de verify who say one pansa na de okay ti ko basa nipa no be fro so fabra obekwa kodu na enyo no a nti oni Ghana card ma ono so em fa nipa no number mayen ti sa na ya ni nya sa return to passport office. For how long it take our Mohansana ma return? Oh, you period of about 14 days. Say yen try say a bit many pan because yes or call back the way now so Sunday continue try say boy be going through almost as much as be a number for sometimes with me some friendly partner so ma the actual person in your number. Obu a otimi de ma but do na omo offer ya no akato no I say there's no way about me at crazy is there also otimi the address bo na e adwuma itimi follow at the command oh I see yes ndi ya exhaust all avenues answer into all regions yes and Ghana Post ye two companies Trust Kits and so ka ho another company omo no ye some of the regions oh okay like you know yes omo ya omo Ashanti Bono or Western of okay yes but omo here through Ghana Post there be almost so your do na amana mo do na about 9 regions Accra the biggest okay volumes in Accra and the northern other regions and eastern yes ntino sa na akoba nti yes so online ukwa na honorable foreign minister Daroma ay fufofo oye ya ntempa na nche o ntempa sure one kasa select baby a person ko no time a person wo ye no okoya pa na etwa nti say kiw ni ho david no nti go boy bia ya station akwa ko ja say nti kwa one kasa mo ntimi connect ko bi betima abo even no cause some post officer you electronic you are betima affiliate amount wow yes now I bet time a wa betima kwa take you by metric na do passport bro is it so matezo say DVL so almost e plan e say on me print a backlog ni na on print self you know mo ye na yes adman mo so am distribute yes a license no eh my ade yes ndi president Mahama nhihye say amamu no de ben timamufo no many more neighbor many more
look at 1 million coders program you try you train one these are some of the normal omobe boame aye enu nti normal bebre eba gidi say Ghana for da empire mampani and we hwe akoma pa owo de wo man no enne sua hu na wanya experience the best teacher and ntinya wa say ne o man no obi a ti ase say abato wonsunsanso if you say obo wo nya admission a sata ma ye ko school minua kuta onsa o ye beka kokko asem ye mo aye kokko akuafo ye maame ne papa me kokko akuafo sata am kokko ni ho nipa adu wana ni poso abapa ye kokko krache if you say wasa wo kope bosiaji na kokko ni ba na otia wo de aden wo de atuaka ene stress free fees aba ama omo a office yes omo timia register nyina omo saka omo sika allowances ana akamu busum sia enam no kasai wampani Muhammad Aroma omo tuama yenu an omo nursing training teacher training omo saka omo allowance ni je ayeden abafi enunti abato wonsunsanso onye se ye to aba ne sa akwa Ghana fo nyina nkakrakra mo mienya abotre bibia be koyi eye ahyintia bo a adraba fo binom ne omo nyina se omo pese omo tumo no matie womo anopa mi ba na one bi mu ye edidi nkomo na mitietie nso from sister station me nhyeda hu nyina so pa omo so omo de tumo ebi se levy one city na abanu ntie tumo no na ono abokan no menua o trema edin pa se ntiase beba efi se bra na sa ade ni mpoma na fuwa na ebi se liter baako na sen ene ye ba no so liter no sen gallon baako ye se gallon na ya Ghana 40 as until liter no the time say 4.5 ene be my 1 gallon na no ye sen ene e wo fom kra it's almost times 2 and obenya then under MPP e bra na sa 1% ayini kra ma de nti na 1% yaba me na enyina di adanse say ade baako a e ha o man no ye nyina mkanye ho nsem e ka aban we jagu ho e ka wo ho pa yi a o man no ye nyina ye man sabsabi o e ka aban no hwan na betua yetimamufu ya na nkakra e be bobo na ye de aye de ye de akekire o man no enu nti ye be se ye nuan madwa fo bi no utie bi mu kasa kwese amanyosam bi ya bamu oh aban we no ho no mu ka se nti no se mai se dia be se ye be se ye nyino man ho kane e mama ye mo bi entra ba bi na ompiepia ye enfan score the political points epi se ye nyina ye be gia tum se ne fa ho bo na eden akofam no kra ba akopɛ biom ahyenti abo kro mo tum enche bia o enche bia enu be se GPR to you minim se ye wa koku ahodo but uba mu pa o na ye titiman pa o na ya kasiku a e bank ta hodie bibia ye ni mo fo mo na nti fom na eku ahodo na aka ni nyina no o mo ni nkasubom e basa na e do hauba esi ano wanwe ya ebrebi kura no ntokwatimi ba mo amanfo kura fom hro mo nkwa because ni pan se o matum ono se so mintua because Ghana ha ye na ye fa public transport na se ye fa trotro ne cars e coffee film ayen kreka ye ne do so pa nti bibi sa ba e ya na hatima mofo ni ye de onim no be kasa aban and omo koma abana mokoto ye no ye besre Ghana no ho bi na be ne ye amaye ye besre adraba fo amutie ameti fo amutie no ye won hihye o mamu a hihye ne se ye beto ahyenti abomu a ye ne soafo hwe akwan so nsam minister for transport Asia na ono a ogina banam ni abobo ho age atum se ye atum sei ye wi a na o ma ye nhihye de aba amiehu se wo kɔ ha se na obetua wo kɔ ha se na obetua na no nti ase ayeden nti ase aye adwuma ti e besre wo mo se ma ye mfa mra nhyɛ ye nsam se me ame wo me ka nti de me pɛ na meji obekura timi kasa ba wo ka no ya mfo so a obebu ada o nti e besre ye besre pa transport ministry ye kan minister ono so ntun sam frɛ wo mo no mo ninkita ho efi se wo mo nyina so po mo so mo de tum no me hwɛ dem ka me hwɛ dante ase ye ebi ono mo hia na mo bobo ho a ye be hu kwan pa ye betum de afa so no kra aban ba ye nhihye o de gu akwa mu manne sidi na ho de na sori ye pa menua amen ne dollar no kofom na de ba ko a na wo ka me so me ka bi ni say Ghana ha ye yemra but e ba se ye hye amamra na ye adwuma na ho no e wo fom pa yi enforcement of the law adentina dollar koso a hotels ni ade mo krom ha companies o moje dollar no e koso a ade anti o na o ma affect the exchange rate unim za no by interest unim za dollar no ba from o ma pegiska no e wo ba bi unim za bi eji 13 12.5 in Ghana kuma unim za e koso a biom ebi mo so num de o mo ye September na dollar ye 17 cedis and kokuboga akofo ado no a na omo convert e bia omo hotel room e bia $100 a price na ho no ene o ma peg no di ko a omo dollar no no obosidi no so bia eye 1700 ena oji so Matias so nzo born dollar term na dollar na depreciate compared to the cedi na appreciate more ntino no abosa sika na chiro ekoso a enu ntino etimamufo ni binse wa mo kan say the actual effect of sad year no ebi mu hu no e ba sa no ma we bia na e wo se me ni ko ho pa yie efi se wo se exchange rate dollar ko 20 cedi am be ko 20 cedi adenti na ne aba be si 10.25 amuntimi fanko amuntimi migidem de e wo se yenya price control mechanism any enforcement team ba e wo Bank of Ghana under the Foreign Exchange Act we say mpansa na obetima charge dollar no we say we hear you from Bank of Ghana also mo grant license and approval and so what me age enu ti say e pese e seed na ho de ni gina adenti ne wo mamu ha ye se anka te we sika chenchina ye se obinje dollar minti ase enu ti no ye nya nseye na wo Ghana ye sika ye cedis we ye ko program Tanzania masa mraye adwuma papa unim de omoye so obetua bibi dollar unim de oso ye you have to sign so me na me opt say me pia with omo sika no because bia maba me ni bi wo honti me pia dollar you cannot pay dollar there mraye adwuma.
Now, no, the finance minister Kasaya, this dollar issue what kind was say it is illegal, so be other pricing in Yama or dollar more Ghana. But what do we see?
Hotels on quick program, dollar no charge on.
80 no me try and I say or more approach their one country me.
Also, hotels have been better women. That's what they are doing.
And the schools are more
young call for page a Jumaya, Yentimen unity being and Fabian Gumonia Sajumano. Mimi ambazo them can say passports no one call once yet two near firewa who understand now obey the right thing and their master said their man worker say they don't really feel the and afraid because so be back no for that hotel not time a dollar yet 17 cedi no this is the exchange rate do and then no quire ya peg ya den wo then dollar na you say cedi na say wa appreciate no effect no when so be na aba ni pan bottom na man for the nyawo mo I don't know say yes sir you be bless your class or you could draw the community be cry as of one ade o matiti schools no mo charge body still o mo issue that exchange rate ebiem ahia ba kwa ke betima aboa na say be ma sika no ay accessible e wo the banks bi la say kroma banks ahina Piesie wo be ko ho say wo pese wo ye exchange ya obenya
banks na ka
it's a black market
mo sheda
all the kugu black market a share free Bank of Ghana eba be si bank say was on the kugu black market what they say so on the mouth 10 point something what they call black market and my friend maybe I'm say or the moment 12.5 to check the difference from 10.25 to 12.5
na some man ko to ho asanka abochi business egu
na obegu benya no way e bia ope bia ya de obenya no way minia obenya no way
bank
ben bisa banks are
every commercial bank bia say unya dollar
o di numa obi na pay bi mami
so wa betuma ko pe wa de
me se wo kwa wo
e mo ya he na ko ye na wanya
me se we bubudi wa
o da bi ne me se nko
over ma wo ya try bo aka ya try ko ye wa account ho interest ye wa account kura bo account ho dollar account e bi no o kan de na ba no o se bi ma ye twem bi everywhere ma so wa so bi a otama panifo di tukwane ade ade no obehia yi e wo se wo ye den bo tukwa ko ba bi a e wo mo currency na de be ko USD na bia ode ko ana pound na we mfama
na wo aban mu ti wo say complain dia na eno ne de
aban mu say Okrah bata o aduma we nya me tumi man dia tumi na ma Bank of Ghana anytime you say aban aduma ko bi mu so o mo charge dollars de bi wonu say rent ni ade ko aban aduma ko bo Ghana o japade be brother ha o get dollars me kana me client e ma company bako ya do am ko o mo de ko code o mo twa buy me kana me advance o mo ntwa na ntwa chena so mo say dollar no mbagia na me twa ko ma o mo ko tu mra no so o mo mfa o mo approve mra a o mo timi je cha e renting dollars o mo anya ya ntwa no mo de ko code ya ko de na ko see o mo defo because na bet ma je dollar no you should go for approval from Bank of Ghana but we say aban aduma ku o aduma me ko ya aban aduma ku o je dollar ko ma rent what the dollars
any mentria is a clentia
what I say yan tria am ko ha ko ye ko tria ko si aga
na so e
that's what ho mo ye
and na so e
enu tria na make a finance minister and governor of Bank of Ghana yan force samra no what I say be bro ho mo ni approve so mo je dollar ko ma tie mo famra kwan so ni task force
I think that one petition Bank of Ghana
o petition bembiem adiboy and the idea said they are Okano. Where Bank of Ghana governor onim. The are two wonders. Finance Minister Dwoaboase Oboy. No beating quantity be no ma bregu. Because what bregu what trust at the Chishagua Kwama mene. See the number dollar no pansamo. Na still na kwabrani bi se baby. Ono de waso person nya na ho brosunti. Still na no ofanya dwuma. I was here the farmer kwanso. That was it. Into one review licenses or man tell there call lands and natural resources are honorable amabuamo. What do I know? Life will blow why you chum. I don't know companies or mark grant or approval to transact in foreign exchange or Ghana. You have the basis at the Maomo. And who be here, sir? Now you voku or more union. I will be Uncle City. Won't you mean to call because my for fire or my music and a what day? And interestingly, want to say Tanzania make a wouldn't say to say old currency no. Mo ya read no me say no mo so 1000 oh na bi say my anwa na me to aka me chiro order ina na wo ho tupa no ma bo fofo to say time 2000 ya twa anu bi na wo ho
I see
that is what they are doing in their the biano normal for the best finance minister and governor of Bank of Ghana from Nancy form na de ekono see the number of anya hoden pa pro dollar no nanso still na nkofo peso aminkum yanti ama ehun sunsuanso no ebi nche da ho ni ye be sire pa ye sire be ya be boa ama bibia ba from because I say dollar 70 now the 70 that and then na ba be 10.30 and 25 still now the on farmer I don't go na pesca ndi e be sire honorable say parliament mo to me say mo bet my say no my friend minister no ba be chirim and governor of Bank of Ghana the entire ma grant approval interest na buy kasa bi ba ko bi mu cry charging dollars rent in dollars and o exchange rate o mo ara no one cent bro ama western union na the Bank of Ghana to me the man no say wono na o ma rate na no say to na na ya adwuma kama na nya adwuma sama ni nya adwuma de ba kwa Ghana fo gina so e de to aba e ma NDC say John Dramani Mahama ni say o mu say gidie bu o mu say oba obetimi abro dollar no we ma masidi na abro dollar no empani ampa no sidi na ba be bro dollar no na so no ye hu anunti ye besre we de ona abo ha ya
ona abo we de say ye ka say ka
ni ya omo majority leader man leadership na wo madwe no say mfise beboa
yeah
well a lot of concerns na koso o say no
say anya ne sa yen to be stabilize city ni
David
obo say free next year obo say
na bebo night on the finance minister juma de omo yi na obi che kwabra ne hye baabi na oje ne mfaso gun botom na so na no kwasi konso gira kwantia endi ehia me pa wo sade no because even your case you Kayama Bank of Ghana kraba na ja yeso ese we hu nya o me o mo ni license they bo man ka sa admit it let's but I mean what I didn't get to mama obi I didn't machine in some Piesie abanduma o and na me say as ma o dey up out abanduma ko bebre o mo transactions they are quoting dollars and the figures o mo dey ma no o mo fa Bank of Ghana rate o mo man ka sa akoto o mo rate and o mo dey omo dey render services ma manfo and the nipa no we da ko convincing say see the number form up to what is the effect in the economy.
Okay, honorable asem no aba down now so parliament mo na munim adwuma ne chen ade ta bibi santumi si ye
say kasa ye ka nyina no ye ka black market ade bi a ho ye tuntum so de unim de wom entino it boils down to say the regulating agency and I said the ministry no ebe activating supervisory and enforcement function na ya get into the matter in fact ebe ni je say mobile interview or importers mobile interview importers association for mo panyimfo ni bi na ya nya confirmation say omo ko import niema port ho no charges say na omo rate omo in terms of the dollar because be 3 weeks in na metie one of the sister stations omo enipa no na obi argue say no or in the dollar is not reflecting at the port, but the host confirmed from a text messenger obi dey send and say or call port no the Bank of Ghana rate no eno na ye adwuma port ho
emso omo no ko share omo raising there was a committee and omo resolve ya that figure omo the president by
so what I say the person confirmed say omo call porter that is the rate omo the more Bank of Ghana rate
so we can take and ba on abona me ade tina port so that na dollar no nam I think say 12 or 11 and I'm ade tina port ya de 13 and I ye pege e dey calculations dey ma importers and I say afi na ombekwa kohwehwe ma hwa ade nti se bibi sai si na se any BOG dey any copy I think say
until there was na me can be see as say there has been a confirmation from someone say port one or the Bank of Ghana rate and a calculation
buying to be confirmed.
No, as a media station and the host for yet help crowd bit ma confirm from or more we need more money be say
Monfra I won't go better mama
say a Bank of Ghana rate na port for their calculation they make basis in say adentina
others no
and near mana e ba bedru say ukoyi bedru edwaso wi a on pese obeti so. That is my argument to they can be see transport operators na some say spare parts boy den because spare parts no ye import it. Yes. Can na importer no omo the dollar no omo calculate ma 17 cedis and 16 cedis. Meaning say obe here cedi bebre na de age dollar keto bi. And no cedi na ho de abasoro. Enti no obe here cedis kakra bi instead of 17 or 16 cedis no o de 10.2 and e cost $1 no. You have made a savings of almost 6.775 Ghana cedis or dollar biaso.
Okay.
I don't think I reflect on your mana wakwaku yidi abadwaso no. Na still na no opesa wo deje aboarding. E hono na me free say the trade ministry and the various enforcement agencies no. Omubo market ho. They said they kanena ekoso no because sisi ameka say sa anamontu ne ba majority of Ghanaians ebe support abanisi into sanamono enye samre na we beka say oh na Rollins be yes say Rollins be yes people have got to understand say sabi we na ma Rollins yes say you see in fact Ghana for no yepe say yenya ye ho entem ana ebi mo pese o munya o mo ho entem
enso omo jejejeje a omo tumi fanya hwe
so who and sometimes elo na eto da bia act bi ho a it is illegal but say o hwe de will be so ye na say okoto saa o ha onu mu a no wada nyankopon ase because unapproved good na me what take no and as see akra ekoso say ye kokru na e boy 5 ebebo 6 no that when no okotek pa obefo free adum no abesi wo labor yeah no asa gina ho alodu wo no si wo na no asa afro no wa abesi afon kwanta na say wasa fa ofru afon kwanta no do aba makabi we are no afọ fi baka bi no do abisi tel junction
eti
car ba ko no
wajo lo
5 times
Accra ha wa ha
enti se we need license and say we windscreen a pike akra bi na wo share police ni bi no juice ka say fabra obeka say police ni na e bone there one fa kwan pass anya no na obi so afa won say chidi age no so let us be honest with ourselves me too say me nkoto wa de na wo share na ka che me say me do ka metu ya ma me mpesi ka ho manso enti di nyankopon de ama no enne ye wo de wo ye wa de say wo fa kwan bi so enya sika bi aka wo sika ho a wo ye den say sika na enyina enti ye besre say aban no hihye ye na timi ama dollar na ba fom sidi na apeja ye nyina no ye hu say ye nua bi a wote asankragwa ye nua bi a wote bolga ye nua bi a ofiri damango e ba beto ade no ye nua no the fact say wonya ma me ba ko papa ba ko nche say ye nua let's treat ourselves as equals na ye hu say de ye me a enya me de no nse say me de ye me nua nti ye besre say aban na bono ho mode ama dollar no na ho de aba fom na sidi na kosro yesu ye kofa nema na ye hu sampa ade na aba fom ama ya ye ma yesu so ye nema no eso nti kakra o de nti azamama for time bia o mo business ekoso no
dabi
se ukona ukoto ade free zamama ni ho onim se onya 10 pesos mfaso so beto ama cause ade no demo a oton no demo no onya mfaso but wo de ade no mfaso kakraka to so enko you see enti ya best ready for no yema the impact of the CB appreciation no reflective price of goods and services said the movie na 640 and aba 250 ne de keka ho no ye nyina no eboaye emaye ho and awade ankra ekodi ye bi see that because mo bo aba form anwa bo aba form side ne ne ma we awade chair said the obi wedding buffet so enti ya besere se Ghana for no ye nyina ye support aban no de aban ne ye no sebi yama aban ni tumi so me gina ya nam na onfa nhye nema se ye ka se ye mo aban no na aban no kwa abonten kwaje bosia ye nka se bosia no daachi ma ne betua exactly enti ye ntobuan kakra ya ne aka cha aban ni se je ye tuo na anyi ya asan ko bosia no obo we yedim enti se ye betimi ama ne tuo no ama onfa nkwaje bosia tuo no beso dwumadi a yedidi ama ye nkwaje bosia e wo se ye nyina no ye support aban no na ye ma de e wo se aban no ye ma ye ho ye ha ye no eje sa tambia ye beko na aba ene meba me free amasama eba e kwan a contractor ne ye traffic midi traffic so almost 1 hour 30 minutes but say ye wo sika ne yetimi de atua contractors nyina content mama omai okofa woni ma na wo badwa so a within some few minutes no do market ho yetimi asiesie ye dwakufu market ne de keka ho kejetia market yetimi aye ni nyina na onya baabi e de woni ma kogu eton obi e ba no wo mra me fi se ye nyina no ye ho be hen han ya ama o man no ma ye da ma ye
enti we honorable Kwekwado Asutifi North MP in the Ahafo region and out in Kaniti Ghana for some tie there na say MP no kasa parliament no ye de ni betre ho na ya hwe mumpuli minister no na kwanya amafo faso e charge e wo hotel mu no ene ade school ahodo school fees e tua $1 minina e ha o mine economy no because the dollar no ebe ye bebre anasa se dollar no ho kwatwe e wo Ghana anasa di no antumi anya hoden a ene di inflation e basoro no nti obo se fu abo e form pan so na inflation no e da so e wo so e ba ne sa na amafo bi ka se e certain saban so na ente sa na free ye me no me no ye wo Ghana ha prospective wo say wo hwe djubadi ewo Abuja Nigeria wo say woda yasepa wo so no aboda se ne winchiremo Johnson amaso tonto kromo si Piesie MPP for your mambo for pa wo twa ni twimo wo say they knew that they will lose the 2024 elections. That's why they did what they did and this government is suffering. Okay, Fatah Adams say on social OT region wo say oda say ye boy ejumapa Paul Amenosoji also good morning and this is the future for Ghana NPP there never again Sansona Solomon Kumsin so hweyen na ya ye koye nim no ye ka dollar ho asem asem foforo bi o mayenti free ho tewansa kra na yakọ eyekuku asem no so eno a BBC enkrata enai me pa cho ela mo fra Dallas interview no kakra emra na yembo eno anwumre ebeto odwa se portal ye ka portal asem tesi entina me dey ba say importers are stranded because woman to mean tria tax emagiari o say otin number no ene ye wo ubibia ena Ghana Revenue Authority from February 2021 ebepim October 2024 womo de GRA for the NI for ka womo identification system no say anu na obiba na okura Ghana card now they are verify say eye ono abukoko adunie womo broker na over 360 million Ghana cedis passport office nso sa womo so ntwea womo so de kabe over $20 million eti NI for etwa link num eti GRA udu wa want to be verify and importers na stranded na Dallas echirimo Dallas and Poma Williams one day kasama for them NI eno amene ne kasaye aban ede ni aban ne yonko aban agency ka ye ne den me ba just video na ready at this one I ready na yemmo Dallas interview no kaka okay any
data sets the animal so they make the matching no na from that day opportunity aye biometric verification of Gofwaba offices ABTR revenue executive. There will be support na when issue on the card no room to mean clear almost fair amobaba na check and value team no I check your problem now must solve it no more to me akọ on goals in account. Then you more use platform ya if you need to it was so much over 365 million or more in PI almost the back or China and where or China in a buying a Jumaku a buying Isika yeah budget na a buying a finance minister come as you do more present in ministry dia and on budget. We are reliably informed there is no parliamentary select committee and so MM could be trying to tackle only because animal for a day and the amount of correspondence across the two and more the commercial bedroom amount of fire no more Asian and the efficient Libya or budget factor in verification fee I do
okay eti we Dallas and Poma Williams one more budget one more je sika one more betua NI for identification verification am can say identity verification na so no say aban tua mo a no this can I the foforo eti e say GR into engine to se na say otumi gino just imagine government sika by beshre within that period honorable MP more approve budget no man for omo they are buying agencies bika omuntua how do we tackle this where there just 2 minutes now
where there me feel say on kasa mu no ma ehu say from 2021
yeah 2021
ekirao subaya na abaya watwam no eda na di awo yesika semu even after say parliament for the representatives of the people akase yemfasika we enkonkoye we no no mo de akwa de foforo
yeah
enye nwanwa say even among the MPP maybe drew ya MPs 88 bi sorry say no kwase bi ho wase ka kire ho sa 88 no almost omunyina lusu wa seats na chese aban na no oteso no ompe no kre fortunately ana ironically so MPs 88 na say omo beka no kre no sa number 88 no so na reflective omo numbers of parliament but the omo gusu ye ene de Ghana for hu ba abonten from all sectors of the economy agri sector finance sector na de keka hu ni nyina no me sure say ebedru 2028 no we are press conference ahodo NPP for no ebeye no ebedo so a number of seats omo e parliament.
Asem because the parliament will be a catch the more than say the number of press conferences are or my na fi mu do so cracking omo seats or
say 2021 e bana no muntu a enye wonwa because abana no oteso no sika bi enu ho na esu ne di
ba se na
me wo awishemu say we na bano John Dramani Mahama enkosi adwada no ate bibi papa but the mesre meje papa ne di
okay
anunti ana Ghana fo saa gidie no ye nyina ye de asoma na enei ototo niema enti babia ni sika free ba no o hwe se ebisi me wo awishemu se en free saa me ne wuku enkonkosi Friday no na aban no ene na fe GR for atu anamopa because ye here sika no e de ayempu ntujuma
lawyer Stephen Benie ene koka hotels ya semina amanfo sebo. Was it good morning my brother, I'm watching you live from Nsawam where Vincent Odru aka Proverbs. Was it please tell the tourism minister to go out for inspection in some of the guest houses and hotels. Most of them are very dirty, especially their bed sheets and their washrooms. Asemi de ampo to kwako baby pa ye pe baby ada tinisa fe ko nya bia hu ayi fi se ya eno no Ghana Tourism Authority o anamboa
omoduma
omoduma mami efua wajeto mami efua se chiedu one abeku Santana moduma o resetting Ghana no mo mane sa resetting in guest houses no because I'm about to be to kwakokro kitwe bi so freezer man for meda wonti obi akoda hoko be shi to nsi
and more original offices original
so they should take it upon themselves
omojuma no more offices or more call rounds until they should really because I
think say you start naming and shaming we dey body bi anim o ko ba bi na e date na video na da to TikTok na ade ye hu a ye so e be bo wa ha na ya from I think say sa na say because the hospitality industry need there e kan wo bi na economy ni grow o ko dobo fo baby credit as na ade unyan si down wa ko ase hotel na abeda
o so go fo abeda hotel say na obi na ye mo kura o so bo kura
mini pa bebre sa no no oni down so ntan ko 1 month na ko ba ko eti o kwa hotel no
seko wa fo no bo apata bia saja
Aziz Sofia no so hwe na Evans be anointed or say Piesie please passport the price for passport is still 1,100 cedis at Kumasi Park. Evans
1,100
1,800
passport $1,800
or say also Okunya or say Kumasi Kenya
no
ejumem
no $1,800 500 and there was 650 or so open was 30 pages and I was 60 or something depended open can say 650 or so and I went near 500
also Kumasi Passport Application Center
and almost 1,800
Evans, comment what forms for passport office here being now why that and I second. I think I no so bet you my boy na ya konti se message ne ba me ba na ma ba be ken kan dia ma live on Power 97.9 Power FM Dwoaboase jumedi so ni ewo TV XYZ so na Power FM ko so afa adwenche ne ba lawyer Stephen Benie deputy MD de ma Ghana Post in charge of administration right
enterprise ni
aba
48 pages no is 644
Ghana cedis
and 32 page no is 500 Ghana cedis
asa etem ho
no bibi anka ho bi eno kra no minister or the miracle parliament yeah tiso about 350 or tiso e ko the you ko parliament enti me ahwan na ye ma wo James a wo se nipa na ye chi no 1,800 so who bi no
oba ya wo se problem e wo ho ne say ye be Goro boys ne fro
yes
na se mo Goro boys na nti am ntu be
che omo kra ye dwuma ye omo siase omo sabotage ndi wo be ko Facebook no bi akotwe bibi ye fa kire ne ko hwemu a no Goro boy na dwuma akofom enti de we ade ne ye 500 waje 1,800 unyam yenu esen
why
enti enti omo ya se ye tirem sei amomo aduma no Ghana fo atiase ye omo ya
Evans be anointed send the message be na ye hwe kire mu baba akonya no lawyer Stephen Benia no mamenda se kakra Franco Trading Enterprise say and wo electrical appliances no wode abanebo for what so 40% it about phones na your Nokia Samsung and iPhones TVs no range from 32 inches to 100 inches and smart TVs and TV no say we cut off your friends yes flash screen no na say yes smart TV amepacho mentor smart TVs na there was so Franco air condition no so wo 1.5 horsepower 2.0 horsepower and a 2.5 horsepower chest freezers no washing machine wakofo bi baba ware no de na kosi ufie odane no washing machine wa senior masa ama ni seti nyina awa koto washing machine wo Franco ho ebebo microwave aduane ni she fridge mu yi na de ashim na de heat no pepe blender CCTV cameras ni nyina ye de bia ba eboa wo de ane se obefreyen 0246 422 338 0246 422 338 yatete ni ama na social ne so ye 40% don komi na yate so bowra Franco Trading Enterprise aso ye bia na wo so koje wo de na wo use Android phone na obetumi akọ Google Play Store na wa download Franco Trading app so o download ya kwan ya fa so weto ne ma no obetumi ahunu na wo so wa oda de fe kama pa honorable and before and finance minister dey cocoa price buy and ya tumi aka ho asama wa ha but there's a controversy around it because and many honorable Samson here kasa we say we no kura kan bi say we ma breso on betua 6000 and nti o maka asa ne say time no na sidi no ayemre etina bo no so akọ soro ewo international market and on this calculation they buy but mo ba power no ne ma sesa na mampanyi ka say obetum 70% na no na waye no pepepe kanye sa aka beto 1009 o different perspective bia na
minia media baby am free e two goals edokoko nti I was me kasama me nkrofo ehu said a city in fact people called me and minya mre phone so fortunately omo frame me no so no na argument no mo make one kuku purchasing clerks ni bi eho timinya abotreche mu ama me wie no omo ka so ene na aban no abo no homode in the first place no I will appreciate the expectations and Ghanaians in terms of this cocoa pricing for season we ebi mesan so abo omampanya ba so say bosha wo share say obema 70% no wadi so mame marry the two in fact 2024-2025 cocoa season no MPP for anabaya atwam no etua 3001 samre no na adwama so koton cocoa na unya $12,000 per ton $12,000 no yemfa sidi na koto cocoa no ewo ho adwama so koto yema dollar oba na wasesa e de aba sidi no samre no se okonya $12,000 no o de bagana o kwa koto cocoa na free cocoa krani no ho a umfa dollars na beto enti ubesesa dollars na de akọ cedis samre no se o sesa dollar na ba cedi a $1 no na ye 17 cedis o de yemfa no 16 cedis enti in terms of dollar to cedi no na krani no ni sika no kosoro because samre no na uhia cedi bebre na de nya dollar baako ene ya meka say cocoa ton na baako na no ana cocoa ton kro na no ukọ adwama so a $7,200
eswate
na che say na MPP for in 2024 no munya 12,000 per ton and NDC nya 7,200 per ton MPP for 12,000 per ton say o besisa no cedis a na wo the dollar bia no obenya 17 cedis and 16 cedis ene ya meka say NDC a so say obesisa dollar na instead of kane na kwanininya cedi no 17 cedis no and obesisa dollar na kwanininya 10 cedis 25 pesos Bosha John Mahama say ne say yekọ koton kuku no adwaman so a sika ye benya no ye de mu 70% ebe makuani no ene ye kone ye koton a ye nya 7200 70% of 7200 no eye 5040 na de tie ne say $5,040 no eye 1 ton se o convert $5,040 no e de buy ye sika cedis no mu a unya 51,660 nemum ye $7,200 no se o convert a unya 63,700 ana 73,800 ana yema kuani no ana kuafo no 51,670 na chese aban no dia offer na yeketua bi ene ye de 70% kese no e de ama kuani no sa 51,660 no e ton no so koko no ubenya no 16 bags 1 ton bia no 16 bags ena e 1 ton enti we fa sa sika we now divided by 16 unya 3,228 na chese aban no sisi kuani no 70% no so ye di so e de amomo
janet na ebemo ka say 61
say
asama tise ebemo say 61% increment
oh we there obi abetima fa ne calculator na yabo 5,040 divided by 7,200 no multiply by 100 ubenya 70% pepepe
eti omo na mo ka say 70% no say propaganda no
MPP4 ba omo say na de tell say meba mitie sa 12,000 na MPP4 ni nya 2024 no mama kuani no 3,100
which is $63
no 12,000 na no munya no no mo no e de ma 3,100
and na for half
one for half wa chem 4 afomu 3
ampa ye 4
so 12,000 and our kuani no 3,001
per ton
now unya $12,000 and our kuani no $3,100
kuani awa bredo ne fuo no
sa enti o calculate ya chese MPP4 mo ache kuafo no sika no omkonya no omo ache mu 9 afa miensa ana omo kuani ni baako but we there ye dia ye ton ya yinya no adwaman so no ya che mu miensa ama kuani mu mienu ene afa baako enti de ten say se dollar no SI page ni mu a se dollar ni page ni mu a which I know say with the shishaya aban no e de egu akwa mu no dollar no will be stabilized se dollar no say akọ 17 say de na MPP4 nya na it means say 5,040 no oba multiply by dollar na ekosoro no na we divide by 16 eno na kuani ni benya ba menye sure say na obi e bompa say dollar no besa akosoro because dollar na e ba form no ama enema bebre so e ba form eno nti se wo hwe de agric ministry ne finance ministry ne aban eye any incentives almost ade abeka akuafo no ho don't forget say 2016 you free one na fertilizer yenton na ye not for sale MPP4 buy no be paper not ni free ho and omo ye no for sale na anu ya ye beto abaya ne hu say omo de fertilizer bi eba me ne o ka say aban no etua 3,228 which is 70% of the yenya e de amakuafo no ye sign the free fertilizer naba ye sign the nuru free ye sign the machines om de bebu omo afuo so free de aba afi so because of say free SHS na ba na be shemu kina obi ento school fees bi no ye say akuafo na omo do na nkasa no so omo mani we free SHS no omo kwota share despite the no fee stress ni nyina no echi no aban no ebeboa ma tertiary students a omo ye koku pharmacy ma asa benefit from scholarship we ni nyina no aban na ye free ono no ba ko a oche mu na sade mienu ma akuafo no aban no chefa wonya aye no e na osa de aye package we nyina e de ama akuafo no
eti aban no
ye betimi abo aban na ba so pa se ye de enhihyeya ewo ha sisi a toto de na ewo ho afi etwa mu a de MPP4 no nyina ka ne se NDC forecast ye bitua 6,000
and 6,000 na o makapa nto mo say you people go explain that time
MPP for no so sebi o mo ana ema Ghana for te asese o mo na ya krachifo na o ye krachi ni no na o fa o krachi sem ento ho nkyerɛkyerɛ de o ne krachi ni no ama na te ase no na o krachi sem no way
but because lawyer Stephen Benny so me that say honorable na yempon lawyer
yeah me
all 5 minutes
oh yo me that say
yenko
the woman say kuku asam de eba me say ehu hia me pa ye
but na edi kan so hu hia pa
me am ye kuani kuku me papa ye kuku kuani ma me ye kuku kuani enu nti obi a wo hwe me bia nim say enye se me ka koma craft woni hwe a ye kuku adwuma na ye na aban a kwati kuku akuafo ase oba akuafo die e NDC aban en kuku adwuma kure guye okaye tunkroma kuku adwuma guye eye JJ Rollins and the page kuku adwuma Ghana ha e brown revolution ni ba ye ono ankasa se da bi adendina kuku akamram ba bia kuku woni yi kwan akotwe kuku no by force o so twa amanfo ne kotwe kuku free bush ena amanfo twom kuku gudi dua me e wona ma amanfo kondo kuku adwuma aban kura ja kuku to chabre no na aban santo kuku ama amanfo ne ji kuku adwuma asema ye kanene etiawa MPP wo ho no kuku no dia wo se ahwefo nyina na tiefo ti ase ne se kuku na aban ye to aye koto no amanone enu nti ebo aban de maye kuku akuafo no ejira de kwasiburu na amanone bo no eno so no gina de makuku bo no na nam za amanone sika no eya broni kokko sika ntino ye kotomba na yasesa de abaga na sikam enu nti se de beto kuku no Ghana no gina se de Ghana sika no sidi na hode ene amanone sika no so site ene de to enti abanda da no free ho no satam na sidi ni 17 cities enti kuku no ton 3,100 o sisana de ba eye friend saying Ghana cedi and how they call USD na kiti so what I say by no ana ba papa obanti no cedi na nya hoden amene cedi na ba besi 10 cedi 25 pesos so what I say and we simple mathematics 3,100 so divided by 17 cedis no na amoto kokoo no about a little about $182 and no ton 17 cities and now the emperor almost 16 okro mo kan 16 okra na saying bag back where 193 points mbaze $194 and then ye de akwa pejama kusi 3,300 so it be actually 28 sorry 3,228 okay. Point BBB. Yeah. Na se na sidi no da 10.25. Yeah, ma mo 315 USD. About $315 $315. Ene omo de no. Na 183. So as it is a
for better say no. Almost say first no $5 no what I say. And I'm $1 mama be
Sabreno ka ya ma wo 70% gross FOB. Muntie ni ye. First no na ya man net FOB.
Okay.
Afi President Mahama ma wo gross FOB ni net ntia ni. Ya kotongo ko ne ba. Aban di kan tisika ni bi. Na de beka me osan makuafo ni bi na net FOB no ba fi wanya ne sa said you to na manone na gross na no mo 70% e bin see that e wo Ghana ba kusemu 70% of any net gross FOB ngoda bi ani e man net eno ne ba ne tikoko scholarship ni atiwe azana ya calculate nti da bi ani e man on the net but this time no why no gross FOB. And this anke young fan say Piesie dollar no 17 cedi and 16 cedi said the normal one na anka million times your friend is saying times 17 cedi and 16 anka be saying so what they say $315 315 times 16 came 5,000 and something.
It is anka sanka sujina 69
and as anka told me 12,000 said one more time kokoni to call na tiaba 7,000 meboa na about 7,000 ndi kan no 70% of 12,000 ka say gross FOB 70% of 12,000
check na me hwe
12,000 we ni ya ye ko school ache ya mo mathematics ya ye ko school ache so wende so I say times 12,000 any
anka ko back there 8,400
that's it
bank how many 8,400 inflation
put them meba check can inflation sa kosumpu
be 53%.
Yes, times 16 cities no. So what I say? No, 840. I want to say 840 rather.
Okay.
Times 16 cities. And can say na be can be 13,000 Ghana cedis. And yes, gross FOB no. So that's here. Tell us say you turn. And you know above from 7,200 from 12,000. And this time argument and say even some percentage na no more man. Any the exchange rate no. Kaya ma wo mokra no na was 6,000. Then this case say ba on statement na it was a conditional statement o. Obi aya e call campaign kai nyina was say ba na bo no da so gina hwa based on any exchange rate no a. Sanye beto no. And obi a
ba na nyina ho sa.
Abono swati ena biem Ghana city no so nya hodin but what you say and no more propaganda we dem say kokko boni nyina kra no ye de ma wo ma enu sa abon you see no conversation fa say sika na ban kra say okoto nyina wo de ma wo mo kra esen so that say about ye ton no ye 7,200 right USD times 10.25 any 73,800 me figure manya
okay
ton so 16 bars me boy divided by 16 any what in abai so one fa because the nyina mo money 4,600
saka abai this can nyina mo
100% gross nyina mo no anti bi kra na enu 5,000
anko benya 4,600
that is baby akoko bo ababedu bi o wunim say abai we aya de pa because break akoko bo ne ba from still na not turn bag 3,001 no not turn 3,001 na fi say ye ba ye nyina sa no ma 20 aban to akoko bag ba ku bia na obo ho ka 1,100 Ghana cedis since ye share from January be sine because of price na drop ye no enu ti ye ni agene de mass me anigi sam say enye we nko o free fertilizer yes
honorable account
scholarship yes and the aba
nti mo ko yere mo na mo nti
nti ye be kyerem Ghanafo mo nti de ye kana if say e ya de we eto mo pa yi ba say de o kana and before nkofo bi a o mo ye daragafo
okay
darga mo ye darga nti say one two bo an checheri mo pa obeso do sisi a nti no say de o kana e abotre ne e be ko akire Ghanafo mo amomate ase
Paul ameno so de the message about say president Mahama say adaba for no so make increase lorry fare ne there me pa chow make sure say on so why increase dollar no na petrol enko no old price na sem de na sem ko the was say enkai say MPP for ka say one no more ebe make Ghana ungovernable in NDC wake up triple K I say please Mr. Woods what are the authorities doing with the tolls me did the Piesie triple K tolls ne there's almost say ombeye almost say electronic Fatawo Adams makenka wo de Austin Isia Duku Alexander was say or hwe was say be kwai hom jebre you guys are doing a great job greetings to lawyer Stephen Benier near o constituency for ni binu no ye de djuma de ni nyina esia wa ha lawyer Stephen Benier na hotel in Kasisia no one deputy director deputy MDM Ghana Post in charge of administration or a lawyer ni mapa honorable Ebenezer Kwakwa MP Esutifi North. Honorable, I'm starting from where?
30 seconds, but and Papa in 70 years. In fact, on the Dikacha will be in the birthday. Number 70 will chat to special Mr. Yao Mr. Yao Ado.
Okay,
me Papa.
MP Papa.
Papa.
Nami Shram.
Will be 70 years. Mema the trinkwa.
Onkwa 97.9.
Onkutano sa mfama abusiano. Na yeso yebehwe ama na promoden no ya wose ye bia
amanese
atutu sa ya ado meda wasipa
openye ado ya ma otirim kwapa
mi yonko ba ko sule ko asempa na ya waso na ya NDC branch organizer boy papa me chia no na memre de be me ame wofa o ware po bedu waro dom ne bo number 2 ti e be srado fo nyina o ma ne meta na chi
okay ate emre ne kope yi nti mayempo ma me birthdays na me komo fa bigedu picture na nti so bigedu chairman the by NDC wo Western North wono and dabena na birthday no enra eti e ma no belated birthday wishes. Hey, I want to that's one the amount. Okay. Eti ni available no monya na modi na yenko. Ni available no madam fanto so ntibodo toto so no ebeba.
Good.
Bigedu nun.
Yes.
Bigedu.
Council of State member. Regional chairman NDC Bigedu. Amansan deshe, Amansan papa no. On fund CAF University.
CAF University. Bigedu Nyankopon Shira o chairman Bigedu. Nyamentu nkwanem. Boys ni nyina say nyame shira. Eti aga no birthday to aso mra na yenko yenim Ralph munya na me mapo ano no. We so Kodi Derek aka V8. Ose for correspondent wo Brown for Claude Bisa ose ne pa. Kodi Derek, happy birthday enko enfama. Yada say next Obroni ba yase wo nursing training bi broni ba mpa ewo offenso ene your birthday we student nurse Obroni ba happy birthday nkoma next Salama to Texan ene your birthday o papa close a loss eno say yam we show to close a loss afesa maye akoma to yam close a loss ba eba no Salama to Texan next asa Abusha Friday Asadakase ma Dwoaboase clinic premature ejaculation low sperm count and nemo yare candidiasis sexual weakness and nemo adie bia enkoyie say yare na ema nkoyie anase onim ne ema nkoyie mesra ko Dwoaboase clinic e mema no jo mama se reset Ghana nti mo so mo ko reset musisim ebebo apa ye okwahye ma ye ba himfie na afre 0241 750282 baba so na transfer acheko ho 0241 750-282 freno temanso yawo community 25 ya be def track estate no yapon abusha for da munyina sese motra fidie ho ehwe dwumadi mimi ya brown na ho mfa free amano ne ba ye ncheye nyankopon enwa no onsan yare mimi ya brown eno no yadi si asada kesen komadex mo so wa Emmanuel owusu ne ne apam for ella na obrempon camera crew ni nyina edi and so for Prince Willie munyina ya damase MCR team na bedi the Ralph Jampo da munyina se medi Piesie Okrah brena nyasi nyame bo kire be san hia nyame nka ho wondo mo ne oyɛ bia wo maninyi